Show us you care. Advertise with us. For more information, call our offices at 876 276 8935.
Hey, hey, hey! Best 100 FM and the SOS Children's Village of Stony Hill presents an auction and telethon on June 23rd, 2022. You don't want to miss the sweet deals on designer vintage items, appliances, art pieces, and more. Go to our Instagram page at SOSVillage_auction and bid on your favorite items. That's SOSVillage_auction. Place as many bids as you can until June 23rd, the day of the event. Call us on the day to make pledges and other donations. Entertainment by the Morning Connection team. All proceeds will go to the SOS Children's Village of Stony Hill.
Warning, warning, when there is a hurricane warning. Button don't, tie don't, everything. Lift appliances and furniture off the ground and secure your valuable items. If you wanna boat, secure it on land and turn on your yard if you a fisherman. Make sure you turn off every breaker, and before you sleep, turn off your generator. Flooding, that is a real danger. If you live a gully bank, river bank, or low line area, if you see flood waters are rising, get out, get out. Heed the warning. If your land starts slipping and sliding, get out, get out. Heed the warning. Hurricanes gonna happen, so be prepared.
A message from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management.
Vijam Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Vijam Printers, your best choice in printing.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
Hello there. Hello there. Yes, indeed. This is the Prophet Reverend Mark Stewart, inviting each and every one of you to join us for war. It's gonna be a war this and every Wednesday. Of course, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be powerful. Come for the word. Come for the preaching. Come for the teaching. Of course, the music, and of course, midnight warfare prayer with me, the Prophet Mark Stewart, the Boss Shot, Apostle Marshall, Reverend Eric Box, and of course, Reverend Cathy Entaine for the hard way. Join us every Wednesday night from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Come and join us, will you? Sponsored by all our partners, our friends of the ministry. Will you join us? Yes, indeed. It's going to be powerful. This and every Wednesday, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. We're going to lick it till the bus gone. We go. We're going to lick it till the bus gone. We go.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening. FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
There will be days when you're too tired to move, to drive, but you think you have to because your vehicle won't wash itself, right? But no, you don't have to visit a car wash. 123 Mobile Car Wash will come straight to you. Yes, you heard right. 123 Mobile Car Wash is offering services in Kingston and St. Andrew and St. Catherine. We shampoo and detail cars, trucks, offices, and more. No job too small. Call us at 876-631-3400. 123 Mobile Car Wash. We come to you.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up, Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508, 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling. And then you will feel it, feel it, you'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
The views, opinions, or statements which are expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of Bess 100 FM.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
Welcome to the program for today, another Wednesday. Today, Wednesday the 22nd, is it? 22nd of June, yes. Wednesday the 22nd of June, 2022. And we just go to the telephone right away. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Bongo, Jerry.
Wagwan.
Yeah, blessed.
Yes,
I'm just calling to highlight it. I don't know if you inform. I know if this knowledge what I said. This is the Windrush Day in the UK today.
The Windrush what?
Windrush Day.
Oh, today is the Windrush Day in England, yeah, around the world, yeah?
Yeah, basically they said the 5th National Windrush Day.
Yes?
Yeah, basically they said they came here 74 years ago, but they celebrated it now to the 5th. So today is the 5th National
Oh, because
Windrush
them
Day.
never have it as a national day till 5 year now.
Sure.
All right.
So
Windrush
basically,
Day.
I just try and share with the callers and the listeners.
Okay. And yes,
So
it
they
was
came here.
1948.
Came here, 1948.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
1948.
500 people that came at that time.
No, when I said them came, them went to where?
Okay, ship.
Hold on. They
Come to
came.
here.
Hold on, please, sir. Because people going to learn from you now. People going to learn from you now. They came where?
To the UK.
UK mean United Kingdom, England. And they came from where?
Sure.
But they came from where?
From the Caribbean.
Mostly from the Caribbean. And who it was that came?
Jamaican. Other Caribbean, 500 people came.
On a boat named Windrush?
No, the boat name, I'm going to tell you the name to be exact. They land in the Tilbury, in the Essex. And the name Emperor Windrush.
They land in what?
Tilbury.
Them land in a county in England, one part of England named Essex.
Yeah, in Essex.
Essex.
Tilbury.
And the both of them come in a white name?
Emperor Windrush land on this one.
Empire Windrush. In other words, Empire are the land where the British them capture all around the world. People land with them thief. So them have a boat. I celebrate the thiefness where them go out with name Empire Windrush. So the boat name Windrush.
London.
So the boat name Windrush.
Yes, sir.
The boat name Windrush.
Yes, sir.
And you said carry roughly 500 people from the Caribbean to England to do what?
Well, to do the dirty work, to save them.
No, explain properly to make people understand better. What them bring them there 1940? Hold on, please, sir. The people are going to learn from you because you are in England over 20 years now. And why them bring them 1948 to England?
To do the dirty work.
No, you're not explain properly. You finish explain?
Basically, I'm going to tell you my knowledge I'm learn. Basically, back in the days, you would find a white man working on a rubbish truck, sweeping the road, doing janitor work. You would find a lady.
Hold on, little. And you wouldn't find a white man doing that in a white man country, then who would be doing it?
Black people.
No, black people wasn't there. Back in the day, black people wasn't there.
Bongo Jerry, I'm not going to dispute that, but what happened, they bring black people here to slave to do some work.
Yeah, they bring black people here so that the white people don't have to do that work again. No black people was there doing that work. It's when them want to stop the white people from doing that work, them bring black people there. But the reason why them carry them 1948, you have any idea about that reason?
No, I'd have to read about it.
All right, well, let me help you. The reason why them carry them 1948 is because the war done with England, with the war that was mashing down England, where other white people was mashing down England and go to capture England. Our people went there and fight in army and save England in 1939 to 1945. But England get bombed up. Like how you say Ukraine. Ukraine is joke to how England did stay when the war done. The whole of England bomb up and mash up. So to build back England now, them wait a couple years after the war, them start to make a few people come in, but them decide that them want plenty more people to come in to go build it back. It mash down worse than Ukraine. So them send some boat down into the Caribbean and take up some of the African people living in the Caribbean, Jamaica, and other place. Carry them to England now to clean up England after the war. That's the reason why them reached 1948, because the war done 1945.
That is so true, because I just was reading the article and I see where you said They come to rebuild England.
Yes, because England mashed down in a war worse than Ukraine. That's why all these things that are happening now help us to understand very much the history of the world. We never realized how England mashed down so much in the World War II until we say Ukraine mashed down with the people in Jamaica, they are mourning over Ukraine building. Imagine, our people in Jamaica have so much problem on them own head, but they are mourn over some nice building in Ukraine and mashed down. And what a pity. All some nice high building and some church and all kind of nice building in Ukraine and mashed down, and they are mourn over it. Before we're sorry for ourselves and do something about it, we're sorry for Ukraine. Well, all of that lesson was to show you how England did stay after Germany mashed them down in the Second World War.
That is true.
So some of our people now was glad to go to England to get some work and get some English money to save and turn English citizen. But at the same time, meanwhile, the poor white people of England who was doing the dirty work before, and the middle class people of England and the bigger people of England, all of them start to prejudice and handle the black people who are clean up them place, handle them away feisty and use racial prejudice from them and cuss them. Meanwhile, our people was there clean up the place from 1948, even from before 48.
Okay.
So that's why I always celebrate the Windrush that was. Because save England. England going like them let us, our people in there, like it's a privilege for you to go to England. Even when our people going to England right now, it come like privilege when you get visa for go to England, and when you reach England and you feel good and you're right back Jamaica. And Jamaica people are look up on you superior. Because you know, say, the people in Jamaica will know you say you there England now, them look upon you higher than themselves. Some of them, you know. Because them say they are first world country earn pounds. You know? You see how you have to laugh? Allow me to tell?
Yeah, because I understand what you're saying, but me live here, England is our first world country.
England is not a first world country.
No, to me, England, number one, you have no veranda here.
Why you don't have no veranda in England?
I don't know, Jerry. I'm living for the coolness.
You want me to tell you why you don't have no veranda there? Because the climate there is a climate for rat and squirrel and mongoose and those things we have to hide in a hole to keep warm. There's rat condition them living in, you know. So them can't sit down out on veranda and get cool, nice, warm breeze and those things there. And even bathe, them don't bathe that much like we. So you find that it's not every house having a bathroom and a toilet and a bath. And if they even have those things, then we lock them up and only use them one day a week, or they might store cold.
Yeah, white people are really. I'm not racist, so white people are in the bed.
Yeah, they don't bathe that much.
They don't bathe
and cold?
They just scrub their teeth.
Yeah, because it is cold. When you're in a hot country, you smell travel further, you know. So because it is cold now, and them wrap up themselves in the cold clothes to keep them warm, clothes to keep them cold. The smell don't travel that much, and them claims that them clean. But we know that we must bathe even if we're in a cold country. So we go there and civilize a lot of people in England. I think even to the Queen we civilize her more and should bathe more. I think through Camina going tend to our toilet. Camina going to keep our toilet clean and wholeness there to wash out our toilet bowl and all them things there. Make sure start to get more clean since wholeness and Camina suck up under her.
Not the Queen and the Boris Johnson, that's it.
Yes, the whole of them. Boris Johnson is just our head man.
Yeah, well, they have to go to Boris before they get to the Queen.
Yes. But the fact is that is our people build up. You know that is our people making. Hold on. You know that is our people make England rich.
Yeah, well, I do read some documentary and I see where the Queen go in there, different country, take diamond and pearl. I understand that. I do read about that.
Yes, but it's not diamond and pearl alone make them rich, you know. What make them rich is capturing other people land, plant up a whole heap of food, and then carry those food go trade. So when they discover from Africa how to boil cane and make sugar, they decide them going into the sugar business, and they start to get the other European addicted to sugar. You know that sugar is an addictive substance? It's like cocaine or a spoon of sugar.
Like
yeah.
a spoon of sugar.
Yeah, but after European never know nothing about sugar, you know. So when Europeans find that there's a substance that is very sweet and it don't take up plenty space, them start to put it in all of them food. Hold on, please, sir. Them start to put it in them food if them can't get it because them couldn't get it so easy. So when them start get sugar, them was willing to pay plenty money for it because it's come like a magic substance can make your food taste sweet. So and sugar is also addictive. Once you start use it, come like you compel for you use it more and more. So it was as a drug that sugar was the drugs of that day. And make people sick too. Make you sick bad when you use too much sugar. It's a drug.
Alright. Bongo Jerry.
Yeah man.
Can I ask you a personal question, yeah?
Yes sir.
When are you gonna write a book? Because by listening to you, this is like you're some historian and you know a lot of things.
Yeah, I have already written a manuscript.
You need to write a book, Bongo Jerry.
Yes, I already written a manuscript, but sometimes when you write some truth, some people don't want to publish it. So you have to find the right...
Jerry, sorry to say, the truth hurt, but the truth is the truth.
Yes. So you have to find a way. Since some people hurt by the truth and will not publish it, you have to don't sorry for yourself, search around and find somebody else who will publish it. Or you find a way to...
Listen to you learn. But it's me. Even when I'm working, always tune into you because I listen to various station. I'm not going to lie to you, from way back.
Yeah.
And by listening to you, things where you know, just like what you like me know about England, me never know these things.
Yes, and you're there in England over 20 years, but so we learn little by little.
That is it.
Eh?
I'm not going to lie to you. Because normally, I never read about history and these things, and you highlight me and tell me certain things.
Yes, and when they write those books, they don't tell you everything in between. Them tell you some of the things, them never tell you that sugar is a drug. Did they tell you that sugar is a drug like salt? It's a good substance, you know.
Bongo Jerry, here we go on.
Yeah.
You see, you was a journalist, a talk show host, yeah?
Yeah.
Me listening to the station, I can tell you who Jamaican love from who they don't love back in the days coming up, yeah?
Yeah.
It's the people like you who speak the truth and you just speak raw and tell them as it is.
Yeah.
You understand me? You know they're going to give you a red flag, but the truth hurt because you're not hide nothing. You speak truth and just justify and say, because I was listening to yesterday, I hear a previous caller, she called regular, I'm not going to call the name.
Yeah.
And some disagreement by what she say. And you just tell her straight, look, bye.
No, but I never just run her, I never just run her, so. I engage her in reasoning. You didn't run her like that.
Eh? You didn't run her like that. You understand me? But this is like, she was afraid to speak to you, then she started to email you, send you YouTube something.
Yeah. What happened is that what happened is that she's associated with some people and she helped
I understand everything.
No, I can just tell you. And she helped them politically. But when we are pointing out to her and other people that those people not going to bring justice to the people of Jamaica because they are millionaires and billionaires. And millionaires and billionaires usually don't want to change the condition of the mass of the people. So how could those millionaires and billionaires now come fix Jamaica business? She don't like to hear that because she would like to say that her set of politicians different from the labor rights. But the two of them is the same thing.
Well, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, sir.
You see, power is a lot, you know.
Yes.
You have people look up to you. What you can do, you do something, you give them something. They have you, you understand, they have you as their God. They do things crazy, they do anything for you.
You mean like money people? You mean like money people help them and them have them as them God?
Sure, money people. Because money is power, that's what they said.
Yeah, influence, yeah.
example, look on the artist them. Look much entourage they have. That's an example. But I need to call no name.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
They have the entourage. They have people beat you for them. People do this. You understand? Just for them.
Yes.
Because it's power. Because they're not going to give everybody, but they will give somebody. So this is it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you ever have a sense? No fisherman will say his fish is stink.
No, yeah, that's
just
true.
catch it.
No, if
Fresh.
a fisherman or a fisherwoman, a fish vendor is selling fish, she want the fish to sell off, so she wouldn't be telling her that the fish not stink.
Okay.
So you're not going to bite.
This
So.
is it. Just all right. Just so we as a parents now, like some parents would have said their kids never wrong for them.
Yeah.
You leave your kids, you leave your son at your house, and man will call and tell us say your son do X, and you have to say, no. You understand me? Because some kids never wrong for parents. I just say, some people never wrong for people.
Yeah.
And this is the mentality we have to get out of, because at the end of the day, the rich were always rich and the poor were always poor.
Yes,
because
but it's not going to go on so forever. It's not going to go on so forever. People believe that it's going to go on so forever, that the rich fully in control and the poor ever going to go poor and serve them. It is not going to go on so forever.
I was listening a previous radio station recently, and I was talking about land, capturing land and these things, yeah?
Yes.
Like Crown land and these things.
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, Crown land, okay?
Yeah.
Crown land is a land whether it's the government one or the queen one.
Yeah, the land that the queen foreparents capture.
Yes. So if we go back and capture it, it's a problem.
It's a problem because we don't organize properly for overthrow her.
All right.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on, sir.
I'm gonna go
hold
in a
on,
minute.
sir.
I'm gonna go in a
hold
minute.
on, hold on,
I'm gonna
sir.
go in a minute. I'm gonna tell her something straight now what happened. Recently, as you know, I was in Jamaica.
Yeah.
About 2 months back.
Yeah.
I went to a police station. I'm not gonna call no name.
Right.
But the police station need to relocate, yeah?
Yeah.
But basically, they have a container that they're working from.
Yeah.
All right. So, the head for the station, I saw him. Because the reason why I go there, I have a brother there. Okay?
Yeah.
So I was looking and said to him, sir, like he introduced me to his superior, his head one, eh?
Yeah.
So I was saying to him, so when are they going to fix the station? When the station going to fix? So I was saying, this is the only station up here, and it supplies so many different areas.
Yeah.
So he was saying to me, he was raising to me and telling me, so it's like a politics, and this government now do that, and that government now do that. But the end of the day, so the land we station upon right now, they capture it. So I was saying to him, sir, why don't take people personal land? So he said to me, government want the land, government take any land they want.
Yeah.
They head for the station, just by reason, man to man.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, so, you understand me?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, look, no. Where there is, they don't build a station there, but they have a container there.
Yeah.
Yes? So at the end of the day, this will show you how the mentality of some of us there.
Yeah.
Because the government not doing certain things, Jerry.
No, hear this now. We have to seize the government. The government is illegal and criminal, and we have to seize the government. Don't expect them to do it. Do not expect them to do anything good. That's not what they are here for.
Yeah. Jerry,
that is not what... Listen, I have to go now to another call. Right? And 20 minutes now, I'll talk to you.
Right.
That is not what them come here for. And let us stop fooling ourselves. Go another call. Another one. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Morning. Welcome to the program. Are you there?
Welcome, Small.
Go on. Go ahead, please.
Morning to your listeners and your callers.
Go on, Mr. Carter.
Well, I tell you, over in the Portmore here,
yeah,
a lot of police activity going on in Portmore here.
What is the reason for that?
Look like the state of emergency and the exodus of certain people into the community.
Yes.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's not looking good for Portmore.
What do you mean not looking good? What do you mean not looking good?
I mean, with the value of the investment over here.
Every day I talk the same thing about value investment. What is not What is it not looking good for Portmore because police is swarming over the place? Why?
A lot of gangsters migrating into Portmore.
No, you said not looking good for police to be swarming over Portmore?
What police and gangsters?
Then if police is trying to counteract gangster, what do you mean it not looking good?
Mr. Small, you know that it is not the gangster who is the worst person in the communities over Portmore here, you know, Mr. Small. Not the gangsters at all, you know. It's the persons who don't believe in God. Because if people over here believe in God, the place would be deteriorating so fast, Mr. Small.
I can't make head or tail of what you're saying.
Mr. Small, you know that people in Portmore here renting people house without furniture or anything in it.
Now what happened to what wrong with renting house without furniture?
Somebody just come and move into the house and don't carry no furniture at all and just live.
What wrong with somebody renting house without furniture? And whose business is it of mine if people don't carry furniture into a place that them rent? Is my business that?
No, Mr. Small, you know that in renting house, especially when your crime rate is so high, you're supposed to do background checks on your tenant.
Well, talk and explain what you're saying. You just make some statement.
Well, I can't talk everything in one telephone call, Mr. Small.
No, but if you are saying that houses are being rented to people, but not for occupancy, not for residents, but for other activity, that's one sentence. And we're taking too much time to explain to people what is concerning us, and therefore it sounds like we're just emotional. You're taking. I mean, it's easy to say in one sentence that houses are being rented out to people who not want to occupy it residentially, but just want to have a space to operate. That's one sentence, and then people start to understand.
Yeah, that's what's going on in Portmore. You know, a lot of scammers renting house over here.
Yeah.
And carrying out various activities and things like that. You know, not good at all.
So you're saying that it's not the gangster that is the biggest problem, but who is the biggest problem? You say it's the people who don't believe in God. Oh.
Yeah, you have people who love money more than people over here. I don't know how they do it.
All over the world, because of the influence, convenience, and power of money possession. It's not money now, but money possession. People all over the world, maybe more than half of the people in the world, love prosperity or money more than how them love other people. That's one of the most common condition in the world. And that is why from a long time it was written with some truth that the love of money is at the root of most evil. Some people say all evil.
Mr. Small, you know, every time you hear people say the rich shall be richer, and at least 9 out of 10 of the time, you know.
When you hear people say the rich shall be richer, what happened now 10 out how much?
And the poor shall be poor. I get my spirit vexed, man. I'm going to tell you why, Mr. Small. Mr. Small, you know that Jamaica is a debt-based economy, right? I'm going to tell you why, Mr. Small. Mr. Small, you know that Jamaica is a debt-based economy, right?
The people that listening to you, why you don't talk for them to understand what you're saying?
Jamaica is an economy that if you want to prosper, you have to borrow money at high interest rate. You have to be in debt at all times and take risks with that money that you borrow, like from the credit union, or even money that you borrow from yourself and put in business around here. And it's very risky out here, Mr. Small. And sometimes you look upon a man who drive a Benz and him live a cherry garden and him in a 3-piece suit every day, but he's heavily in debt. He's not debt free. And you looking upon him and talk about him rich. He's not rich. What you call him rich is his debt. You are richer than he is because you don't owe anybody anything.
Why we're spending so much time comparing ourselves with other people?
Because it is happening right before our eyes.
Then you can stop. Hold on, you can stop people
comparing and undermining other people who are rich.
All right, tell me something. Hold on, hear me now. You can stop people from comparing themselves with other people.
No, Mr. Small,
it
is the root of our problem.
Hear me now. I want the program here to be a discussion place where people derive more sense and decision making power and get calm. You know? What the emotion about people looking at other people and things that them rich and them not rich. I couldn't care less of one damn blast about who is rich.
Mr. Small, you know the word bad mind was originated in Jamaica as part of our culture coming out of slavery.
Yeah, all of those is some throw word business. Make people understand how them can get out of this morning. Before capitalism, you see? Capitalism is what?
Capitalism is a system that believes that
No, system not believe. Yeah. System not believe. System operate. Is capitalism a system what?
Capital is a system which operates based on profit. They believe in the profit making.
No belief, man. No belief in a system, man. No belief. We have operation, man. No belief. Capitalism is not a
philosophy, Mr. Smart.
Capitalism is not a philosophy. It's a practice. Not a philosophy. It's a practice.
When you buy shares on the stock market.
All right, hear this now. Since you know, explain capitalism. What was capitalism? Is a system of production based on private ownership of all of the different things that go and produce the goods. The machine that go and produce the good, the factory, the raw material that go and make the goods, and the money that you need to buy the goods, and the money that you need to operate day to day, and the money that you're going to employ people to come to the factory, and the money we're going to take and employ security firm to pass through and say everything all right. All of those things together is capital. Money is a form of capital. The building where you build for have the factory is a form of capital. The word capital means most important. Don't you know that?
Yes, Mr. Small.
All right, okay. Hold on, please. Don't bother the long thing, because we're going to waste time and don't make people understand. The capital means the most important part of a thing. So in a country, the center of the country are where the most powerful people stay and control the country. Then call it the capital of the country. Your head, out of your whole of your body, them call your head the capital of your body. Because the word capital really means head. So because they regard these things as the most important thing in the economy, the land where you're going to go, build the factory upon, the factory that you build on the land, the raw material where you're going to carry inside the factory for make the shoes, the machine inside that going to stitch the shoes, the the extra money that you need for run the factory day to day before you start sell the shoes, because you're going to have to spend money to sell the shoes. All those things together, them call it capital or capital.
And the labor, Mr. Small, the labor, you cannot leave out the labor.
Who is leaving out anything? Who is leaving out anything? Who is leaving out anything? I am explaining to people what is the capital. All right, you since go on explain now what capitalism is.
In Jamaica, capitalism here, it is not taught in school, Mr. Small. Jamaica system as we have it here, the system of capitalism and political economy is not taught nowhere in school.
Why are you wasting time? When we're supposed to be explaining to people what is capitalism, you're wasting time saying 3 times over.
I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to tell you in one sentence is what Jamaica capitalism does to the people. You see the people who get in minimum wage, Mr. Small, the what you talking about at the capital, they employ them from shoulder to toe, not head.
All right, hear me now. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm so disappointed that you were explaining enough things to enough people. Here now, we have spent the last more than 5 minutes, and you're not explaining what capitalism, because you just want to score, you just want to say some different spectacular thing like it is.
No, Mr. Smart.
Hear me now. I'm going to go to our next call. I'm going to tell the truth. We're not wasting some more time. We're not wasting some more time. Wasting time. Meanwhile, we're wasting time, capitalists are squeezing balls more and more. Because we're playing around, we just want to talk some pretty talk, some spectacular talk. Capitalism based upon the ownership of things, and because people don't own no land, the capitalists can hire people for work for them and only give them a small amount of the profit when them sell the things. Because you don't own no land, you have to go work with people And you have to go look work with capitalists because you don't own a land and you need to eat food. So therefore the capitalist is able to only get a small percentage of the money when him sell the goods that you make. You go to him factory and make him on her goods. Him buy the raw material before. Him buy the machinery before. Him build the factory before. Him buy the land where the factory belong before. And him have the cash to do all of the different business until him sell the shoes. And because him have so much things that go into the production of the shoes, him say that him don't have to pay you more than a small amount for building the shoes. And therefore him is in control. Him get the very large amount out of the sale of the shoes. You get a small amount so that you will have to come back to work next week. You mustn't get any sensible amount out of building the shoes because you might save some of the money and you might don't want to come back work next week. So him pay you the minimum amount and him take the maximum, him and she. And the only way capitalism can work is when them deprive people of land. Capitalism based not only on the machine and the money, but it based on the majority of people must not have any land so that they will come to work. Capitalism cannot work unless people are poor and go look work with capitalists. There's only one way it works. And I'm not fooling around or joking around. Too much of we are fool around and joke around because we are making a living. Meantime, we can go and fool around and joke around. No capitalists not going to sympathize. Capitalists not sympathize with poor people. You have individual capitalists have sympathy, yes, and we help other people, but capitalism as a method of producing riches don't sympathize with no poor people. Capitalism work off of poor people. So if you're going to be working off of poor people, if poor people is a fuel, what capitalism run upon? How capitalists going sorry for poor people. Don't work that way. Have another call? Yeah, the numbers are. We have some text message. We'll look at the text message. Live chat. First one, Sister D. Ruben says, greetings, Bongo Jerry. Perfect love. Ricardo Poor says, shout out to the listeners across the world. Caribbean Expat say, bless up, Bongo Jerry. You see large cheerleading teams for, what's your name? Kamina Johnson Smith gone to Killarney there with Pom Pom. Yes. To date, they have not declared the cost of the campaign and the cost to the taxpayers, ruthless people. They don't have to declare anything. They don't have to declare anything. They are rapists, rape out the people tax money, me and your tax money, and go on them trip. They don't have to tell you nothing. They don't have to tell you nothing. And worse, when the other political party in Jamaica allowing them to do these things, they don't have to say nothing. And I see even some of the journalists going there, is like them a work for the government. I said journalists gone on the trip there. I said them going to cover the trip and cover the election and see how the election going to go, whether Kamina Johnson Smith can beat that woman. And they go to the airport or them go to the place where the woman is entering. What's her name? Baroness, whatever she name. And instead of approaching her in a way that them going to get information out of her, them almost attack her as she come by saying, what do you think about the election? And you think if you greet people with that, if that is the first question you think you're going to get anything out of them? You think you're going to get any cooperation? No. And then when Kamina Johnson Smith come now, them a give her nice face and ask her nice question. Of course, Kamina Johnson Smith stop with that journalist and chat to them nice. So therefore, I was waiting to see how the journalists who go along there, how them going to behave, if them behaving as if them is part of the Jamaican delegation. And yes, them will behave as if them is part of the Jamaican delegation. That's not the job of journalists, no. Journalists supposed to go about and find out what is the truth, not going along with politicians and covering politicians. But after a while, some journalists make a get progress by covering politicians and being a publicity agent for them. Next one, the Natal Bosco say, Hail the eye Bongo Jerry Small and salutation, edification, vibration. Ricardo Porcho say, your passion is waiting for your courage to cash up. And them is quoting this from a lady named Isabel LaFleche. Al Cableland said Toronto in the building. Ricardo Porsche said good morning. Kian Brown said welcome. From south of the Thames, London. Kian Brown said I hail Sister Ruben. Al Cableland Services said not a backside. We help all these countries to get to where they are today. Don't forget France is broke without Africa. England soon be raided by our families. Russia is going to come back on top. The Natal Basco said the Queen's successors unveiled a statue commemorating the Windrush era. Mr. D. Ruben Yale, Kian Brown, Al Cableland Services said the British kidnapped our ancestors and brought them to the West to enslave them and build the Western so-called system, which is now holding our people down under hate hidden as racism. Mr. D. Ruben said, respect and hopefulness. Kian Brown said, Mr. Small requesting a personal son. Dan Carlos, them a fight. Maybe we can play that one. Them a fight by Dan Carlos. We have a call here. Good morning, welcome to the program.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Wagwan.
But damn, brother, observe, you know. Jerry.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, in passing, you mentioned this gentleman who had the third party. Or should I say one of the third party?
Name Pattison?
Pattison, yes.
A few weeks ago, I did what?
You mentioned him, you know?
Yes.
And, you know, you touch a good point, and it have me reflecting. You asked something about who are the others.
Who are the what?
Who are the others with him, you know?
Yes.
Is he working as a team?
Yes.
You understand? And
yes.
That's a very important question, you know?
Have you found out anything about that?
Well, I haven't found out myself. But it have me reflecting. Oh, by the way, before I tell you that, it's better team effort. Individual effort is great. Team effort when you are dealing with a party or a movement is great.
Yeah.
And it should not be, in my humble opinion, a one-man band.
Right.
You understand? Because you have various issues to address.
Yes.
You know.
All right, tell me something now.
Yes.
Leadership, is it an individual ability or is it a team event?
I would say it's a team event.
Yes, proper leadership, effective leadership, I understand to be a team event. But
Absolutely.
most of the leadership in the world that is acclaimed and is celebrated is usually some individual and some personality. And
exactly.
Yes.
That is so true. So true. And as a matter of fact, you know, it's quite interesting in some cases. When they are doing well, they take all the praise.
Yes.
When things are going to hell, sometimes they start pointing finger.
Yes.
You understand?
They find a scapegoat. That's why you call it now. When you want to escape from something, you find a scapegoat. A scapegoat was a goat where instead of killing something more valuable, even a relative or your family or your favorite sheep, you find a goat and you call it a scapegoat to make you escape from killing your favorite sheep and you kill one goat you don't care about.
That's what you mean. I'm going to ask you a favor, Jerry, for the benefit of myself and others.
Yeah.
Who are not familiar, you know. It would be interesting to know who were some of the people, if I might want to have a better description, perhaps behind the scene, around Marcus Garvey in his time.
Well, they were yes, that's true.
We hear a lot about Marcus Garvey.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry.
What's that?
Sorry, we hear a lot about Marcus Garvey over the years.
Yes.
But we don't hear much about those who were around him.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I would love.
There are quite a few of them, and some of them are well known. There are many of them that was around him and well known and very gifted people. But the tendency was not to make use of their ability and contribution, but to focus on Garvey alone. And that was the greatest weakness of the whole movement. Garvey was one of the greatest strengths of the whole movement, but the focus on him alone was one of the greatest weakness of the whole movement. I'm so glad that you are helping to bring out this reality.
Absolutely, absolutely, my brother. And it had me reflecting, and I was thinking of Garvey, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Jerry, oh, by the way, you mentioned, I didn't even know this, and I'm sure I'm not alone, that it was Africans who actually taught the enslavers how to make sugar.
Yes, it is certainly Africans. And I think the Portuguese and the Spanish, they learned even before England. Because you know, Portugal and Spain is very near to Africa.
Yeah.
And you have some islands near Africa, like the Azores and some of the islands and some of the near places where sugar used to be produced and where some of the Spanish and Portuguese learn of those things first. First, them start to get the sugar.
Yes.
And find out, so wait, you have a little thing, you know. You have a little thing, granular thing, it come in a grains and thing, a little fine grain, look like sand. But when you put it in your mouth, it is very sweet. Anything you put it into, the thing becomes sweet. So if you want a sweet drink, it's easy to make any drink sweet. If you want your food taste sweet, you just cook it and put it. So after a while, it became a most desirable thing, like salt. Salt is a vital thing, and we Africans know that pepper is also a vital thing. That if pepper go into something, it transform and improve the taste so much. So there are some vital things, and vital is the next word for essential.
Yeah.
And why the thing is called essential? Because it have the essence or the greatest quality of a bigger thing, the most essential part of a thing, like the engine in a car or the seat them in the car. Essential, you start call that the essence. So salt and sugar and pepper and other vital things are essences, essence.
Yeah.
And therefore they transform other things so much that they become so valuable. So the European learn about salt and sugar, or more even sugar, from the African, and learn that it was very simply produced by growing cane and then boiling the cane juice, and many processes go down. And them decide and know, say, boy, if we have this thing can store up and we sell to other European, we will get rich, because any substance that going to make food sweet, people going to pay for it. And not only that, it become addictive. Once you taste it, you want it every day in every kind of way.
Indeed.
So this is a drug.
Yeah.
And the sugar trade is a drug trade. Compulsive. People want it, want it, want it.
Can you imagine the excitement around sugar back in those days?
Of course. I'm glad you know that. The excitement around sugar. And that is why most foods having sugar, too much sugar and too much salt.
So true.
Because they make your saliva, they make your saliva run in your mouth.
Yeah.
Any food that can make saliva come to your mouth is an appetizer, make you eat better, and eventually you start finding yourself stronger and stronger because you're eating more. And you're eating, and you know, although the salt and sugar not good for you, it helps you to eat more food and an appetizer, and therefore it's going to make money.
And I tell you something, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
It is a hell of a challenge, you know, for one to reverse one
addiction.
Eating habit. Addiction.
Yes, addiction is very hard to reverse, as you say.
Because I find that one of the better way of doing it. Once upon a time, Jerry.
We have 1 minute. We have 1 minute. Yeah, once upon a time.
I used to drink and eat almost anything with, let's say, any amount of sugar or salt.
Yes.
And I find that I couldn't just switch it off when I became conscious of the health implication. I couldn't just switch it off overnight.
Yes.
I had to gradually lower my intake.
Yes.
And I find that it works up to such a state to the day where I can make some natural juice and I put no sugar in it.
All right. So therefore, you have to break yourself. You can break yourself out of appetite. Call me back, please, here, sir, after the 11. I'll go and take a one call.
Indeed.
Good morning, welcome. Is it there? Not gone? Sorry, we just lost that. But so it is. Live chat we go back to. Kean Brown says, respecting Don Carlos, them a fight. Harlan Michelle say yellow. Bongo Jerry Small, more alive. The natal basket to Sister Ruben. Kennington Park soaking up sun ray. That's probably somewhere in England. Sister D. Ruben returning. In regards to our sister Marie, as much as I love her, the sister emotions have overwrought. in dealing with our politics. She must did block I, try did said something on anti-golden PNP. Is that so? I never even did know. Yeah, people will block you. Yes, okay. Sister D. Ruben continue. I couldn't see her messages as I sound people respond to comments where she make and couldn't see them. I asked YouTube and them tell I if I can't see them, the person has blocked you. Very emotional as the show yesterday. Yes, it was very emotional because when people get on well with one another, but something make them come in a disagreement, your emotion will rise, and sometimes it will rise to a point where I say, me nah call you back again, me nah come to my place, and if you see me come to my place, I want you to spit in my face. You know, people say these things. Well, that is how the male who was being harbored at the house of the female, we have our 4 children, she harboring him and protecting him after him getting in trouble at a place and come there in Clarendon. And after a while, them getting on good, and after a while, she requests him to change some of his behavior from what we hear. Request him to stop sell ganja from our house. Request him to stop do this or stop do that, or to start do this or start do that. And them fall out and it become very emotional. And after them become very emotional, the emotional one start to say to himself, say, oh, you know, so I can't cut on the throat. Yes, man, and them start to build up them thoughts in their mind, saying, all right, I'm going to cut the throat. And cut a pick the throat them too. That is how the emotional ones usually react, or some of the emotional ones, if them rot, and if them realize not themselves, say, them have them backative behind them, or him have someone else can run go. Just like when him run go to she with our house, him can do something this one and run go something else. Right, that's how some people chain reaction go on, you know, understand me? Yes, Tough Gang say, Bongo, good morning, uncle. Thank you. Delriner say, greetings. Mr. Carter sound confused today. I wish God is Carter. Which God is Carter talking about? Is it God the King James Bible? Fabian Miller say, go on do your thing. Great team and Bess of him. Still on the road listening. Carter Portia said, Timothy 1:6-10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Morgan Baylor said, Carter fairly class today. I'm not rough up Carter, but I mean, let us be serious. And when we are joke, we joke. Yeah, man, if we agree for joke, we joke. And otherwise, night. Morgan Baylor said, the ball of dung, Pirate Perry, has arrived, though. Sister D. Ruben said, I over with Brother Carter said, the wicked them now want Jamaica people to use them head. I agree. Yes, he was pointing out something true, you know, that is not being taught in the school. But it's not that we were talking about at the time. We were trying to explain to people what capitalism is. Why are we going to spend time 3 times in a row, him say over and over, it's not being taught in our school? When is the time now that we're going to teach it now? And you're going to go back to it? We cannot. We must allocate and use time well. I think so. And no lie, I said, them twist up enough yard people head till it now operate right. Big up Brother Carter, I get you, okay. Brian Fairweather said, the building of cities called factory is the way of Mammon and their political administration. Tough Gang say, hello from Harlem, USA. Hello, Jamaica. Basil Linton say, hail, Brother Carter. I know I always hail as a you know I always hail as a legendary Small. Caribbean expert say, is NNN radio station the training ground now for Jamaica House recruits now? Yes, man. Yes, man. That's what it is. All right, we're going to leave the rest of the live chat till after 11 o'clock break. Thank you very much.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Government must take me for idiot. How am I better off if them are going to roll in me allowance them and tax them? That don't make no sense. How?
Lord Cheryl, you get caught up in that too? Where your pay slip there?
See it here. Show me how that possible, Miss Know It All.
All right, follow me. You get $106,250 for your basic pay every month. See your allowances here, which add up to $23,500. You don't pay income tax, but you pay NIS, pension, NHT, and education tax. That amount to $15,661.
All right, may I follow you?
All right, no. Your total net pay for the month is $114,089.18. Now, let's say under the new compensation system, your annual basic pay is $2.7 million for the year. And this amount absorbs the 3 allowances them where you used to get. Meaning, you get one money. I remember now, them can't pay you less than what you did get before. That's not possible. You will pay tax on the difference when more than 1.5 million because that is the threshold.
Okay.
So you pay NIS, pension, NHT, little income tax, and education tax. That add up to $47,656.
Then that no more tax than what me did up here.
Yes, but no more money you get now. Stay with the thing now, my girl. So after your statutory deductions, pension and NIS, your new net pay will be $177,340.50. That the more money than what you did earn when you add up your basic pay and your allowance them.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, that's about $60,000 more a month, right?
Yes, and if it was a case, say, when them put you upon the new compensation system, your compensation higher than the level where you're in, you would get a temporary non-taxable allowance, cause them can't make you worse off. You follow me? So don't worry yourself, my girl. Just wait till you get the official information.
Why, thanks, yeah, Michelle. I have to go buy a lunch out of the retro money, cause now April 1 it's effective.
The preceding explanation on the new public sector compensation was brought to you by the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service. Visit mof.gov.jm to learn more.
What does a student in Augustown, St. Andrew have in common with a small business owner in St. Catherine? How about a farmer in Treadlight, Clarendon, and a firefighter in St. James? Each has a unique story about how the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, has transformed their life for the better. For over 2 decades, the Jamaica Social Investment Fund has changed the lives of Jamaicans through its projects and programs. They've supported tourism and agriculture, expanded school spaces, and made safe paths for children to walk to school. JSIF has also improved community infrastructure, boosted small businesses, bolstered Jamaica's response to natural disasters, and so much more. With the help of their partners, JSIF continues its mission of investing for community development.
Rio Grande to the south coast. Hotel workers and man wear off boat. This a for the craft vendors, red cap porters and transportation at airport. Jamaica tourism pension plan, building towards the future. For tourism workers across the island, retirement benefits to contributions. Every worker in the industry, permanent self-employed contract. For your service you deserve security. Yes you do. Tourism workers pension plan, build a bright future. Yes you can. Tourism workers pension plan, workers invest through contributions. All tourism workers, age 80 to 59. Tourism workers pension plan.
Start making your contributions for a brighter future.
For further information, visit mot.gov.jm or call 876-920-4926 to 30.
No man, watch the pile of rubbish in the public space. People nasty, you know? Hold on there.
Sandra, where you stop for?
Look here, me have to take a picture and send to NSWMA. You never hear about the app where you can use to report illegal dumping and littering?
Now what you said to me?
Yeah man, you can call them or download the app from the Apple or Google Play Store.
Why me have to go download the app because enough littering me see in this here town, yeah.
Report littering or illegal dumping in public spaces to the National Solid Waste Management Authority. Call 876-448-3220 or download the NSWMA app to report illegal dumping and littering.
On today's edition of Jamaica's Promise, Spanish Town Infant celebrates 100 years of existence. I'm Anne James Sawyer. Stay tuned. The Spanish Town Infant School in St. Catherine is in celebration mode as it commemorates 100 years of fostering the holistic development of its students. The school, which is the only government-owned infant school in the parish, was established in 1920 with 50 students. Its motto is "Excellence is our goal." Spanish Town Infant has had 6 principals and 7 board chairs, and at one time accommodated
school quizzes, mathematics, spelling bees, reading, general knowledge. The Spanish Town Infant School believes in celebrating excellence among all stakeholders. Hence, award ceremonies are routinely held for students, staff, and parents.
Past student Raquel Nunez says she enjoyed her tenure at the school and fondly recalls going on field trips.
Our early childhood education was well-rounded. It was concrete. Spanish Town Infant School has molded so many fine citizens of this country.
Mrs. Scarlett Campbell says the Spanish Town-based school has been blessed over the years with a cadre of dedicated staff. She adds that the school maintains strong relationships with the Parent-Teacher Association PTA, churches, and business entities that have contributed to the growth and development of the institution. Several activities will be held to mark Spanish Town Infant School's 100th anniversary. The activities will include a ceremony to honor persons who have contributed to the development of the institution, a community health fair in July, and a gospel concert in October. Infrastructural development plans are also underway to enhance the learning environment for its students through the establishment of a state-of-the-art resource room. In this room, students will be able to navigate technological gadgets while honing their critical and problem-solving skills. Other projects will include erecting perimeter fencing, constructing an auditorium with a stage, as well as a multipurpose court for athletics.
We give God thanks for this remarkable journey as we celebrate 100 years of excellence as a school. It is our vision to continue on the path of excellence by providing equal opportunities for all students entrusted in our care. These opportunities will no doubt help to create eclectic learning experiences, which will help to inculcate positive values and attitudes in young minds, thereby helping to develop responsible citizens to take their places in a 21st century global community.
Principal of Spanish Town Infant School, Maxine Scarlett Campbell. That's it for this week's program. Thanks for your company. And if you know of an interesting program or activity at a primary or high school, let us know and we'll highlight it right here on JIS Radio. Just email us at radio@jis.gov.jm or call us at 876-926-3590. On behalf of studio engineer Andre Sawyers, I'm Andrew James Sawyers.
I'm advice I don't know all the shot and tally. I have a message to everyone. Get vaccinated. Hey, tourism the main driver of the local economy. It provides us with jobs, save the country. So everybody in the industry, get the job and come follow me. It don't hurt, do the nerd. Link the nurse cause the vaccine work. Get vaccinated. This is a message from the Ministry of Tourism. Get vaccinated. Just get vaccinated. You're deaf?
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473. 279-8473. and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, straight up. Robin Jerry Small.
If you're to feel it, you've got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't be lean. Joy, togetherness, everything.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
Okay. Yes, good morning and welcome back to the program. You're into the second hour of the program. And I'm going to go straight to the telephone. Before that, we just passed the 11 a.m. break. And before that, I asked Mr. Carter to help me explain to the people what capitalism really is. And he was trying, but I never think that he was really explaining what capitalism is. And I asked him over and over. Now, him kind of get away and was talking about some other things. Now, I demanded of him that not to make emotion get him carried away into a different discussion, because that's what emotion can do sometimes. Me, myself, did allow emotion to influence me, not in the best way, because impatience also is an emotion. So it was me equally at falling short in the handling of the service we're supposed to be doing to the people, to explain things to the people. I have to admit that. And also, I have not said it as many times as I want to say it. I've said it several times. I am not a product of Jamaica College. I enjoy my time there. I have very good friend from them time there, and I have enough admiration for nothing about the school. But I am not a product of Jamaica College. I am a product of much more than Jamaica College. Carter got the same school as me. And we see the very similar thing. We are here helping one another to understand things. In other words, we're learning from one another, which is like a school. And yet I detest the disgraceful internal war that is taking place at Jamaica College right now. Disgraceful internal war between the super rich and the rich on one side, and the Old Boy Association and some other people on the other side. Disgraceful internal war going on at Jamaica College because of the capitalist control of Jamaica College and because of their determination to pack up all the money and get Royal Reed. And it's a disgraceful breakdown going on at Jamaica College. So I wouldn't like the same kind of thing happen here because both myself and others allow emotion. Because impatience is an emotion just like how sentiment and tribalism are other emotions. Let's get back to the telephone. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah. What a brutal hack yesterday, man.
Come again?
What a brutal hack. What happened yesterday? The mother and her children, them die.
Yeah, it happened from the night before.
Whoa. Oh my God. As when me hear them say allegedly he's in some kind of lot of scamming.
Yeah, that is
from that parish.
Yeah, that is the rumor or the sound that we've been getting, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad to them catch him, man. I'm glad to them caught him.
Yeah,
if him really commit that act, man. Because it seems like, say, it's so... Allegedly, it seems like, say, him, because he did it before and him just go with so. And nobody can know where him the but I'm glad to the police them caught him. Me hear this morning on the news that them catch him. You understand?
Yeah.
But boy, if that woman really give him a helping man and him turn around come kill them, boy. I don't think the prison if I him, I don't think them all live out the prison time with them all give. The second question is I don't remember the meeting where Andrew and it's like the Caribbean country them and Cuba was expelled from it. Them and Venezuela and Guatemala. Is America them call it?
Yeah, the summit mean meet. Summit mean a meeting at a high level. A summit of the Americas.
Yeah.
And although because it was being kept in the United States, I think they keep it in different places at different times. But because it was being kept in the United States, them dictate that certain country mustn't come there.
Yeah. Full time, some other country just boycott it, man. Come to know why una say una is a democracy and yet still una no want other people come there, other country, whatever. That means una truly is a fair democracy country. Although I do have America as a fair country still for a long time. But
I don't know which one of the major countries I could say is a fair country. Which one of the major countries we can say is a fair country?
No, what I mean by meeting...
I agree with you, I am agreeing with you that America is not a fair country. But on the other hand, most of the powerful countries, none of them is fair. Because along with power, people checks at them don't really have to be fair once them have power.
Yeah, but we never hear like Venezuela attacking other country for bomb other country.
No, but Venezuela is not really one of the very powerful countries in the world, you know.
That's why I'm saying let's talk about a powerful country and just naming out here the three countries that where them banned, so them no want them.
Yeah.
Our four countries included. I think Haiti must get banned too.
I don't think so.
No. But I'm sure about Cuba, Venezuela, and
Guatemala.
that are Central America.
Guatemala, yeah.
Guatemala. But Andrew only see the Ushpa Canadian government prime minister there, and him come down with COVID, and I don't see Andrew only quarantine or anything.
We don't know nothing about their movements. Yeah. We don't know nothing about their movement.
And him there in England now, cause him put out some kind of statement.
He was in England. He was in England. Probably by now him leave Ghana, Africa.
Him leave Ghana, Africa, but the statement when put out me there in England, cause him go a wonder wait one. May I remember some meeting down there for the Commonwealth something another running.
Yeah.
So him a run go down there for boots it.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Then so him there in England to leave to go there, and him put out a statement what happened at the time. Him put out the statement and so forth. Then so I see him quarantine, and I see them put no restriction on him. Then so it seems like say him alright. You understand it? So the Canadian president catch COVID again, and him vaccination.
Yeah.
Vaccine. Then so the vaccine stop it from catch it. But them say it kind of limits you from have a higher risk. So them say.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, my day here and thing.
All right.
So I don't know if the rain will go fall, but the time look down.
Yes.
Overcast and thing. Jerry, before I go, I like to ask you something. Before you passed away, where I like to remember
what I would like to
people to remember.
What I would like people to remember about me?
Yeah.
I don't really take up my I don't really full up my mind with that.
Then so
nobody I don't think many people, you have some people want to be remembered as a wicked man, but I don't think most people wouldn't want to be remembered for anything bad. But at the same time, I really don't keep up my time figuring out what I want to be remembered as. And on the other hand also, from my youth, certain things concern me and disturb me. I decide to resist them things there, or try show people how them can resist them things. And I think that is just normal with human being. I don't really concern myself about how I'm going to remember, because I think that is a kind of vanity. And it don't really matter. It's a kind of vanity, thinking about how you want to be remembered and all. It may come like you take up with yourself too much. If you do the things that you really want to do and think that you do them great, or think that you do them your best, that is all that I'm concerned. But I don't really, and I go take up my time thinking about what I want to remember about, and no. But nobody want to be remembered. Very few people want to be remembered about anything bad. So normally they don't want to remember about nothing bad. But you can't prevent anybody like a while I react a way that I didn't really feel good afterward. I react that way there with impatience. You don't really want to be remembered about it, but at the same time it's stupid if you don't want people to remember that. Because people go and remember anything you do, whether good or bad. And it would be vain to even think that you want to cover up any weakness you have. You can't do that.
Yeah,
all right, thank you very much. No.
About before I go, about the morning show. Like we come on the 4-year program.
Yeah.
Me hear to repeat back,
Yeah.
Then I wonder if the host them leave.
No. I don't know about that. Yeah, it's a repeat. Yeah, all right. It's a repeat this morning.
Yeah. The young man was talking about who was the Northern nation on earth and who was the lesser
yes,
nation.
man, it's a repeat, man. Same like what you did here last week Wednesday. It's the same program.
And so forth. And he was telling them that white people was the lesser people on earth. Which that I don't really believe that.
Yes, anyway. It's the same program, so we can have that discussion next time about how much is the population of the different people on earth.
All right. Me call you back.
All right. Thank you.
Later on,
yeah,
all right?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Have any more? Next one. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Small.
All go on.
Yeah, I'm blind to Jeff from Savage.
Yeah, man.
I just call make make a correction. See, the gentleman just called a while ago.
Yeah.
Just make a correction, and you probably didn't notice it.
Yeah.
You said in the summit that
Summit of the
Cuba.
America. Oh.
Hello?
Yes, correction. Cuba and who?
You said that Cuba, Venezuela, and Guatemala were omitted.
Yeah, it wasn't Guatemala.
No, Nicaragua.
Oh, Nicaragua. Okay, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, and Nicaragua have a history of radicalism and communism. You know, Commandant Zero, and what the guy, it was a right-wing government.
Yeah, I forgot the guy name. Yeah.
It was a right-wing government named, I forgot what his name, but then the Sandinista, I think, came up third, and again, the Commandant Dante Zero.
Yeah.
But it was a very right-wing government.
Yeah.
In fact, that guy, Sandinista name, I don't know what his name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But that guy link up with Kennedy.
Kennedy?
Along with,
you mean the right-wing guy, the previous right-wing guy?
Yeah, many years ago. Many years, in the 60s, or in fact, what I'm going to tell you took place 1961.
Yeah.
About that era.
Or was it Somers? What name? I forgot the name. Samosa.
Yeah, Samosa. And I think the Sandinista came after.
Yeah.
That was left wing. Anyhow, I think Samosa name. Maybe. I don't remember. But that guy, right wing, because from that time until, America, I always say that one I think I blame America for in their effort to in the Cold War, in an effort to fight against Russia all over the world. They have ended up supporting some of the most corrupt regimes all over the world.
Just pause a little for me. More importantly than to oppose Russia, the fight, the Cold War was about opposing communism.
Yes. Thanks.
And I would like it to, sometimes I don't know if I fear to do this because I get impatient when I ask Carter to do it and him never do it the way I want him to do it. Could you help people to understand what is meant by right wing? And like how America always support right wing people and leaders and even dictators. What is meant by right wing?
Okay. How I understand it is world power and aspiration for power and domination is divided in two, the countries in the world. Split down the center. In the center, on the right, you have United States of America, Britain, and most of the Western world, independent. And on the left, you have Russia, China, and North Korea, and Cuba, and so on. So they're divided.
All right, I will try to explain a little more.
Okay.
People who believe in fairness in the direction of making up to what the poorer people in the world or the disadvantaged people in the world have suffered and want to make up for that are usually described as left wing. In other words, the philosophies and the people who want to get back justice and get back power more into the hands of the people of the people who are deprived, the poorer people, are usually called left wing, such as socialist or liberation fighters or communists and all those people usually advocate to get back rights and better conditions for the poorer people or the people who are being oppressed before. Now, the people who fight to maintain the dominance of the rich and the dominance of the so-called democratic, but usually not really democratic, and the dominance of the conservative people who don't want things to change. want things to remain the same, but especially rich and the domination of the people who have money and power, they are usually called the right wing. So it's as if you have a bird. It's like humanity or the world is a bird. And you have some people on the left pulling left say, get back more justice for the people who are suffering for a long time. And you have people on the right now say, you can't have a bird fly upon one wing, so you must have a right wing. And they are claiming that things are running the best way that they can run now because capitalism is the best way to make riches in the world and everybody will get a little piece of the riches. And the right wing is the old-time conservative people who don't want things to change. But right wing no really means that them right. They are right and correct.
I know.
It really means right-hand side. And because some of the parliament, them, I don't remember which country, the parliament on one side usually have the people who are rich and powerful sitting down on the right side of the aisle, like how you have an aisle or a passageway in Garden House. And the PNP sit down on one side of the aisle, and the JLP now sit down on the next other side of the aisle, what them would have called left wing, or vice versa. It was originally was different sides of the room them sit down on. Make them call themselves right and left. But especially after the World War II, the Second World War, where the Americans and the British, as capitalist countries, did make alliances or join up with Russia, which was mostly communist, two different system of philosophy and ways of making money. They joined up together to fight a bigger enemy. The bigger enemy was Germany, which represent what you call fascism or raw dictatorship. But as the war done, as Germany and as Russia and England and America join up and fight the war and beat Germany, as them beat Germany done, they broke out back amongst themselves in war because America and England no like no communism. And them say communism going to spread coming to their country. And the poor people are the communist doctrine going to take away all of the capitalist control and share it up. So the Cold War is fighting one another without actually fire no gun. Fighting one another by blocking trade or by humbugging one another or spying on one another, trying to overthrow one another government. So the Cold War been going on from 1945 now till now. Because them not really fire no gun upon one another yet. So them say it cold rather than hot, because when you start fire, gonna call that hot war. Sorry to take up so much of your time. Go ahead, please, sir.
Yeah, okay. I endorse what you said. I just recall by saying that same guy in 1961, when Kennedy organized the Bay of Pigs thing,
tell them what is Bay of Pigs now. Because people don't know what you're talking about.
The Bay of Pigs is a bay, we know what a bay at LC is in Cuba. It's called Bay of Pigs, like you have Montego Bay or you have Bay like Chavlamar. Here's a bay in a sense. And that particular place is called the Bay of Pigs. Though that is where Kennedy and some refugees.
Kennedy is the American president.
Kennedy is the American president, or was the American president, and there were a number of people who ran away from Cuba and were probably living in Miami or somewhere in Florida.
Yeah, is the main point is that they was running away from communism.
From communism.
Which started to rise up in Cuba.
And so Kennedy linked up with them, and the same guy that I mentioned there a while ago in Nicaragua, organized to quote-unquote recapture or reverse, capture back Cuba.
Kennedy linked up with the Cuban, them were run away from Cuba and send them back into Cuba to overthrow communism in Cuba and to overthrow Castro.
But he also linked up with that man that I tell you about. You know,
yeah, Somoza, yeah.
Yeah.
Because all of them, America will link up with any government.
I said,
Hold on, please, sir. America will link up with any government which is fighting communism. So all governments that fight communism are considered to be right-wing. So anywhere in the world that right-wing governments are, America usually back them up even if they are even torturing their own people.
Yes.
They claim that the torturer, if he is a white right-wing person like America, the torturer is better than communism. So they will even back people to torture their own people as long as them fighting communism. So that is part of the blindness and wickedness of the world politics.
Yeah. In closing, if you remember, that was my opening statement, and you corrected me. I said that in an effort to suppress our fight against communism, America ended up supporting some of the most corrupt regimes in the world, all over, from Papa Doc to in Haiti to Iri to Sandinista to anywhere they are in the world. The other point I wanted to
just a minute, you have to take a minute because we have to really move.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to close now. Probably another time I was going to ask you a question about Selassie, but I guess another time I'll ask you.
Please call back because I'm interested in that question.
Okay then.
Well, thank you very much. You have any more calls? All right, we have some live chat here. Live chat. Bevin Fairweather say, okay, we said that one already. Tough Gang say, hello from Harlem, USA. Hello, Jamaica. Basil Linton say, no, we read this already. Expat. No, we read that too. All right. Mark Edwards said, bless up Bongo Jerry. Want condolences to the family. Everton Anaki, the Denby high school teacher who passed away yesterday. He used to teach me. Rest in peace to him. Okay. Hayward Martin said, Patterson has others with him. We're talking about Patterson from the UIC, the United Independence Congress. This person is saying him have other people with him. Is not him alone. I don't think we have been familiarized with very many other people or the team that him have anyway. Simon Manley said Johnson lost the election just announced. Oh yeah? Which election? Oh yeah? The Jamaican woman who them scaring to the Commonwealth conference to help her get out the woman who is in the post of Commonwealth Secretary General. If we are to go by what our friends send information and tell us, that Johnson just lost the election. The JLP what name? Wholeness Minister when name Kamina Johnson, if we are to go by the information that our friend Simon Manley sent to us. She lost the election to get out Baroness. What the woman name again? Baroness Scotland. Alright, we suppose we'll hear more about that in the midday news. Sister D. Ruben said, big up Tough Gang. Bless up myself this moment, Rastafari. Okay, we have some more here. Delroy Henry said, Mr. Small, a smart person knows what to say. A wise person knows whether or not to say. May all things bright and beautiful be your day. UK up. Thank you. Sheldon Nash said, Jerry, can you tell me about Three Finger Jack, please? Yeah, a little later, if we remember, I'll come back to that. Sister D. Ruben said to Simon Manley, give thanks for that information about Kamina Johnson. Justice. Bevin Fairweather says, your use of language has always been objected to. Continually, our colonial leaders forced to comply. Do not yield to them in the places the language was born. Sister D said, did I know who they're doing? Well, okay, no, I don't know. Del Ryan said, Bongo Jerry, I hope Marie will continue to call the program and continue sharing her knowledge and experience. I'm sure you full joy her calling because you would not entertain her all the time. UK. Tackle him because greetings Bongo Jerry, SFM family. Positive vibes. D. King say Bongo Yale. Marva Valentine say one love and blessed day, Jerry. Live chat listeners from South Florida. Del Ryan said, Jerry, I was disappointed over the hard talk with you and Marie. I know she always a faithful caller to your program and a favorite listening audience. That's my belief. UK shout out. We have a call here. Have a call? All right, let's take the call, please. Good morning, welcome.
Hello?
Welcome.
Yeah, it's me.
Yes, sir.
I'm only a point I'm going to make. I thought election is going to be held on Friday.
It's not today, it's Friday.
I don't know, so that's what I thought.
I don't know. Well, let us wait and hear more.
Okay.
What is the question you were asking me about, Selassie?
I was going to ask you that I noticed that when Yeshua Jesus was on earth, he walked with 12 people, and you said that this thing is not a one-man thing.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Marcus Garvey and others.
Yeah.
But I noticed that many Rasta and other people seem to be saying like Selassie alone rule, his elect up God or righteous rule, and he's the only person that's supposed to rule. So I think, doesn't he work with a team to actually, was he working with a team?
Well, he was educated before it was made known that he would succeed to the throne of Ethiopia, because he wasn't in direct lineage, you understand? His father wasn't the emperor before him, so it wasn't expected that him would become the emperor when him grow up. But when him in him teens now, it became likely that him have a chance to be so, because the previous emperor never have no son. So them usually go sideways, like how the Queen of England father was not supposed to be king, but through her father, brother, run way off of the throne. Them call him in and make him king, and then Elizabeth come in her lineage. She was not growing up in direct lineage, understand? Now, Haile Selassie, when him grow up, him get an understanding that many things have to change in Ethiopia, because Ethiopia was way behind in a lot of things, but way ahead in other things. It was way behind in things like slavery, which was still permitted in Ethiopia, and the vast majority of the land controlled by a few families, including his own and the church, and many other things, and it never run by no constitution. So from Haile Selassie young, even before him become king, he decided that him going to change those things if him get the chance. So he did change two of those main things. Him start, but it take long enough. Some of them things, you don't do it immediately. He did outlaw slavery, but it took many decades before it was really outlawed. And he did try to get the land redistributed to the most of the people. He never reached far in it, because these families are powerful. The other families have nobility, and even fame family and the church. So he did try those things. He never get far in it. But immediately after him get crowned, him consult with some other people, and him write a constitution which will give the people of Ethiopia far more rights, and gradually introduce them into voting and selecting their own government. So little by little, he did some of those things, and he started to include more and more people in decision making and government. It never reached very far, because a country like Ethiopia, things take a long time to change. But there was a great amount of things him did achieve, and it was going in that direction. And yet, there were other people impatient and said, them nah wait so long. And there was foreign countries join up with some of those people who were impatient, and some of them organized more than one coup against His Majesty, more than one revolution, but one of them did work in 1974. Are you there?
Yes, I'm listening.
All right, yes.
Okay.
So he did do a lot in building team, changing the culture from an individual person alone to a teamwork. And he did it not only in Ethiopia, but he helped to build that whole new idea in Africa by forming an organization that would bring all of the countries together under one decision making. And it did reach a far way, but still not far enough. I know that none of us can achieve everything that needs to be done in our one lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You have any more calls? Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Yes, Corbett. Wagwan.
You know, say you drop a little small grenade pan way just as you were making your exit day before yesterday.
What that was?
Mr. New and different from back them time, them Meadows.
Yes.
Has changed course.
Yes, I'm trying to see if him can become a member of the PNP.
My God. Well, when I say my God, I don't mean it in a negative way.
No.
It's just that the more things change, the more it remains the same, you know.
The more it more it swing between the same two poles.
Indeed. Yeah, man. That Jerry, when the NDM was around,
yeah,
I was a fan, not of the individuals in the NDM, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, hold up none of them as known God.
All right.
Leaders are great, but we must see them as God. But I was a fan of some of the messages that they were pushing, you know.
Yes. It was.
And it didn't matter to me if them never have a big crowd island wide behind them.
Yeah.
If you see what I say.
Yeah. They were coming with a few refreshing ideas.
Indeed.
But in time, it became obvious that the leadership, not all of the leadership did really fully subscribe to those ideas. And Golden was drawn back into the JLP because those ideas was not really deeply rooted.
Indeed.
And them drawn back in quite easily. What?
Yes, man.
Yeah, go on. What are you saying again?
I remember Professor Vassian, well, he wasn't Professor then.
Yes.
But he was one of them who was, to say disappointed was to say the least.
Yes, he was disappointed. I remember the comment we make.
Oh, yes, man.
What the comment
I don't remember that word power, but it was something about some scrap heap and some vomit or something like that.
No, what him say is that there is a kind of deafening sound of a dead rat dropping on the deck of the ship. I know the NDM usually use the lighthouse on the ship as a symbol of a new journey guided by good direction, not going to become a shipwreck.
Yes.
So Vashiani was one of the more fundamentalists and people who did really cling to the new and different ideas. That was one of them comment after Golden did make a secret arrangement with the JLP, which him never shared to the NDM, and he was being questioned for about a year whether it is true that soon leave and go back to the JLP. I think he denied it at first.
Yes.
And then afterwards, when the arrangement was concluded, him go over 2 weeks before the election.
One of the things I found remarkable underground at the time.
Yeah.
There were some individuals I know who was not interested neither in politics, partisan politics, nor the affairs of governance.
Yeah.
And they became enlightened and took an interest.
Yeah, at that time.
Yes, due to the message of the NDM, you know?
Yeah.
Finally, Brother Jerry, for those who are concerned about Marie and what happened a few days ago, yesterday, tell them have no fear. I have heard talk show hosts clash with a regular caller in the past.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, as a matter of fact, a regular caller put a talk show host in a hot water because he blurted out a Jamaican bad word.
Oh.
And unfortunately, the delay system never catch it in time.
Yeah.
They delete it and it went out on air.
Yeah,
and
it's a dirty piece of cloth, yeah.
Indeed, and believe you me, to my surprise, the regular caller, I don't know if it was an olive branch that was stretched, but they returned to good terms sometime after and had some very interesting conversation.
Yes.
On air.
Yeah, man.
Just like an aeroplane, Jerry, sometimes there will be turbulence. You might even get frightened and say, boy, you're not fly again.
Yes.
But don't give up. Marie, there is always disagreements in the best of family.
Yeah.
So return, my dear, anytime you cool off. It's nothing personal.
Yes.
Some people been through worse than that.
Yeah, man.
I will still love you.
Yeah, you look like you better get a number for you that you can pour. That you can pour out the thing more.
Indeed.
All right. Yeah, I should probably get the message. Thank you very much, yes, sir. We have no more calls.
Indeed.
All right, the numbers are 619 1508, 619 1508, and 279 8473. 279 8473. I think we have some more live chat here to do. Yeah, next one. Simeon Pitchnen said, Jerry, your voice is low. Your voice is low, brother. Up and we in Holland hearing your low voice. Please up the voice. You don't have to scream, but mic up. D. King said, Bongo, why the churches don't teach about African history? The churches are largely fueled and delivered from Europe. So both the churches and the Bible were revised to take on a European image. Three things: the churches, the Bible, and the picture of Jesus. All of them was revised to take on a European image. So you end up with a white man Jesus on a edited edition of the Bible, and the church working for the European states. So I don't expect them to teach African history. Marie say to Delroy Henry. Not really we should talking to Delroy Henry. Thanks for your kind comments. Jerry and I have always have platonic relationship beyond this format. If Jerry is late for his program, I take time to call him and find out if he's okay. Well, that is true. Simon Manley said, GSG Patricia Scotland to retain her position for second time beats Jamaica's Johnson. Apparently, it has gone through today, the election. Marie Wilson said, what many who are hating me don't know is that I lost a sister in 2007 to gun violence. This hurt never goes away. In 2007, I had to jump from the second floor of my house to probably escape being raped. Yeah, we know that these pressures take place and that most females don't even make people know some of the difficulties they go through. And she continued, I'm probably murdered like my sister, yet many of these people don't know me. But I want to correct one thing. I don't think that all of our people hate Marie. I don't think so at all. But because of politics, they just think that it's justified to come and degrade me on SM is what? Social media. Oh. But then again, I put myself. Otherwise, so maybe I am fair game for them to mouth murder. Nobody take it so serious. Anyway, I can't tell you for the Marie, because probably no one hear from me. Marie continue, but all is fair in love and war. You got that right. I will never call Jerry again because he has helped to facilitate the hatred, especially with two of his male callers. You got that wrong. Al-Kubelan said, Marie don't say that we are here from day one. Pub, him said, Marie don't say that. We are here from day one. Pablo Music, Harry Jerry, you make Mr. Carter take himself. Rate him still. Them fellow Marie. We learn a lot from her. Although she still love the porky thing. Alright, we don't want any trouble her though. Anyway. Al-Kiblan said, I had a different name, just control your emotions. Marie. And she said, I don't have to call Jerry show off. I don't have to call Jerry to show off. My family has done a lot for the children in my community. During the pandemic, my daughter went on a tablet drive and we were able to donate about 50 tablets to children. My son with his friends have put on cake and pizza sale for the children every month, where the children get the proceeds, teaching them entrepreneurship. And as I write this, I'll cable and say, Marie, stop, you are good. Don't blow up, stay on point. We need our country to get better for you and your grandchildren. Takilem goes, indeed. I think I'm going to talk to Corbett. Corbett indeed raised some really solid points, reboot the leadership of the UIC and the Marcus Garvey movement a few moments ago. Who were the people with them? This is true. Takilemko says, strange enough, I thought the same too, wanting to know the role of the others and their value in the successful outcomes of their leadership. Delroy Graham says, grand rising to all the space. We must not be distracted. Shout out to Sister Marie. All the students never agreed to everything being discussed. Oneness to all. Al Cable answer. Marie, call in and bring the question for Jerry so he can give out the information. Marie said, tears in my eyes. My daughter, who is a registered nurse going for her master's, is doing a drive to get medical service supplies. Send here. There's an informed lady who lives across from you. She's immobile. Pablo of Music says, Sister Marie, never say never. We all enjoy your interaction with Bongo Jerry. Morning to the universe. Bess FM and all attentive listening viewers. Harry. Delroy Henry said, Marie, don't give up your true friend, Mr. Small Talk. Your true friend. Mr. Small Talk hard sometimes, but don't take it personal. Hard time will never reveal true friends. No, hard time will always reveal true friends. Remind yourself that you can't fail yourself being yourself. UK up. Scalary 21 said, blessed love, Father Bongo, South Florida. Marie said, and every night I, along with friends, make sure we help her. Because she live alone. I'm not boasting, but my family have done a lot to help my neighbors without the help of any politician. So for you, Jerry, to facilitate people making remarks about me being fed by Mark Golden, I mean facilitate. I mean because I read them remarks, because I don't facilitate them any other way but read their remarks. I shouldn't have read their remarks. I don't even remember them saying that you're fed by Mark Golden. Anyway, she said it really hurt, but this is where I exist. Thanks again for your kind words. I cried yesterday, but it's all good. Pablo said, Marie, like the bigger than this. We love you. Continue doing the good and you grew up with. Harry. Morgan Baylor said, every man has a right to a living space. That's the narrative. That is the narrative. No distraction. Kevin Lawson said, good morning, Uncle Jerry. Blessed love, watching from Philadelphia. We have a call? Okay. Marie Wilson said, I just tuned in this morning for the last time to hear them celebrating my demise. No, I think you're right. Who did I celebrate that? What Jerry don't know that what Jerry don't know us. What Jerry don't know is that many of them are just armchair revolutionists. They will never go out on the front lines. Well, Marie, don't want to say nothing to hurt you, but if you want to find armchair revolutionists, in a PNP, you have to go look that there's armchair revolutionists. I understand what you mean, and there are a lot of people who are really armchair revolutionists. A lot of them are in the departure alone. When I say departure, I don't mean say them soon gone. But a lot of them are what you call it, when people are in transit in the PNP. Yes, anyway. Black and Proud to Marie, back way. PNP a feed you know when I go read out that one, cause that's the thing where me not accused for PNP a feeder. So when I go read that one. Delroy, Mr. Small, my belief is to hold people in oppression, you have to convince them first that they're supposed to be oppressed. That's true. Marie said, to defend any cause is great to come on radio and sport rhetoric, but we not take it anymore. But what has any of them done for anyone who needs help? Anyway, I'm done. I'm tired of them, especially that one man who might be nothing but an undercover laborite. Because why would you hate me? You don't even know me. I live in Arnett Garden, but still I live a pretty decent life. The undercover laborite, undercover again, man, I parry the pirate. That. Simeon Pigeon says, Mary, got to understand that all love you much and we're staying with us. And we're staying with us. Don't think you're going to leave us just like that because we all got to come together and make our country. Right, Black Power Sister. Pablo said, bird never fly upon one wing. That's why we have 2 hands and ears and everything. Harry? Marie said, tell them to get up and do something for the country and fellow citizens. And Perry the Pirate. No, we're not going to read nothing from Perry the Pirate. Undercover labor, right? Simeon Pigeon said, they just can't keep us off the country, no country, because they know the truth is not to be hidden. And the table will come out one table, yeah. Just say so. Love you, Marie, don't feel no way. Jawian said, bless up Bongo, man, and tackle them, because say, my condolences to the family connections to the woman and her 4 children who lost their lives bitterly. Midday, thank you very much.
You're simply the best. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep it.
Good day, I'm Andrew James Sawyers with JIS Midday News for Wednesday, June 22. Coming up, Tourism Ministry positioning Jamaica as an aviation hub, e-commerce and online shopping flourishing, and inmates get improved access to psychiatric care. The news in detail after the break.
Yeah, but the lineup slap, you know. Hey, hold this.
You know the price did adjust since your last visit, though.
How much now? I never really walk with no extra cash, you know.
You can't pay me with Jamdex, man.
I saw ya move, my boss. Me have my digital wallet too, so make me transfer to you right now.
A phased rollout of Jamdex, Jamaica's central bank digital currency, is on the way. Sign up for your digital wallet and get more convenience, safety, and security with your money. A message from the JIS.
Now the news. The Bank of Jamaica BOJ is hopeful that the simplified customer verification process for establishing central bank digital currency CBDC accounts will spur an increase in the number of persons joining financial institutions. BOJ Governor Richard Biles says persons will have to join a bank to get a special wallet to access the digital currency. However, he adds that the Know Your Customer KYC process with CBDC is less rigorous and only requires persons to present one government ID, a picture, and taxpayer registration number TRN.
Not as good enough, you can join. So that's one of the advantages of the digital currency too. It is inclusive. It tries to bring more Jamaicans into the banking world and in a digital manner.
Governor Biles was speaking at a Riverside Chat Forum at the recently held Jamaica 60 Diaspora Conference. Jamdex, which is later to be rolled out this month, will offer persons a seamless and more efficient business transaction option to using cash. Persons who already have bank accounts will be able to automatically obtain a Jamdex account. The Jamaica Productivity Center in the Labor and Social Security Ministry is reporting that e-commerce and online shopping are flourishing among Jamaican consumers. There was increased productivity in every quarter last year in the wholesale and retail trade industry, with the last two quarters recording increases of 1.1% and 11.5% respectively. Portfolio Minister Kausamuda says based on these figures, funds have been allocated by the government to further finance micro, small and medium-sized enterprises (MSMEs) in the current financial year.
Capitalizing on this trend, the 2022 national budget has allocated approximately $5 billion through the Development Bank of Jamaica to finance MSMEs with solutions aimed at increasing e-commerce, including the installment of online payments and other e-commerce facilities, cross-border e-commerce and trading, and digital food ordering.
Mr. Samuda was speaking at the Research Jamaica Productivity Center Forum. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett says Jamaica is positioning itself as an aviation hub to enable more large carriers to fly into the Caribbean. Minister Bartlett notes that discussions are ongoing with airline partners across the world about the possibility of making Jamaica the hub for regional travel. He adds that the hub will increase the number of travelers coming to the region and attract mega airlines to offer connecting flights to other Caribbean islands through Jamaica.
So that these big planes coming from the GCC area and also from Eastern Europe and the far-flung areas can bring large numbers into our airport, and they are distributed by airlines like Intercarib across the Caribbean and elsewhere. And that's an important development here today. So it gives me ammunition, it gives me talking points where we go to speak to these larger airlines, that the infrastructure is here in Jamaica.
Minister Bartlett was speaking in Oroka Bessa, St. Mary recently. And inmates and wards at the Department of Correctional Services, DCS, now have improved access to psychiatric care and services. This as 17 correctional officers recently completed training to become psychiatric nursing aides. The officers, along with one civilian staff member, participated in the 4-month training program and will join civilians already employed within the correctional centers. The newly trained officers will help to provide care for inmates and wards afflicted by depression, anxiety, and other psychiatric illnesses in 11 correctional institutions. They will also be involved in the promotion, treatment, and rehabilitation of psychiatric inmates under the guidance of the psychiatrists and psychiatric nurses. That was JIS News. I'm Andrew James Sawyers.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Hello, this is Danielle Yawowiecka with the BBC News. UN aid agencies say they are scrambling to get emergency shelter and food aid to southeast Afghanistan following an earthquake that's killed a huge number of people. A local Taliban official estimates that at least 1,000 have died. UN staff say medical teams and supplies have been dispatched to the worst-hit province Paktika. Obaidullah Bahir from the aid agency Save Afghans from Hunger spelled out what was needed to help the survivors.
What we're being told right now is people need shelter, people need food. Our teams are currently surveying the situation in hospitals, and we're hoping that we can at least have prepared meals for these victims so that they can survive the next few days until we have a clear assessment.
The International Energy Agency has warned that Europe needs to prepare for the possibility that Russia may completely stop the supply of gas this coming winter. With more details, here's Jonah Fisher.
Europe is trying to buy less Russian gas, and Russia is in turn flexing its muscles. It's keeping gas prices high, and the head of the International Energy Agency, Fatih Birol, says he believes recent cuts in gas supply are aimed at increasing Moscow's leverage, stopping Europe's stockpiling gas as a backup for winter. Dr. Birol says increasing generation from coal and nuclear is now justified, and that gas rationing might have to be introduced.
A Russian oil refinery near the border with Ukraine has been hit by drone strikes. The facility in the Rostov region said production had been suspended after 2 drones hit refinery equipment and a crude oil tank, sending black smoke billowing into the air. In Ukraine, Russian artillery attacks on the country's second-largest city, Kharkiv, have intensified. At least 20 residents were killed there by shelling on Tuesday and Wednesday. The fiancé of the murdered Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi has condemned the visit of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to Turkey. Hatice Cengiz, who is herself Turkish, said no amount of diplomacy would change the fact that he was responsible for the killing at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul 4 years ago. Here's Mike Thompson.
While the arrival in Turkey of Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince heralds a mending of fences between Riyadh and Ankara, it's failed to impress murdered journalist Jamal Khashoggi's fiancée. Despite Mohammed bin Salman's ardent denials of any involvement in his killing, Ms. Cengiz, who was at his side before he entered Saudi's Istanbul embassy, clearly believes he and his Gulf kingdom should continue to be shunned. But this much fanfared visit, which will include meetings with President Erdogan, does look set to help end both Riyadh's diplomatic isolation and Saudi Arabia's bitter fallout with Turkey.
World News from the BBC. The British-based charity Save the Children says nearly 12 million people face acute food insecurity in Sudan. It's the latest sign of worsening shortages across the region. The charity says displaced children and their families, as well as refugees and people directly affected by conflict, are the most vulnerable. Financial support worth $2.3 billion has been approved by the World Bank for countries in East and Southern Africa to help them boost food security. The bank said in a statement that about 66 million people in the region were facing a food crisis and possible famine. Richard Hamilton reports.
The World Bank said food system shocks were becoming more frequent and more severe. It ascribed these to extreme weather, epidemics, political instability, and conflict. It said the war in Ukraine was exacerbating these effects by disrupting the global food, fuel, and fertilizer markets. The bank said its project would first target Ethiopia, where around 22 million people are food insecure, and Madagascar, where more than 7 million people are also in need of aid.
The Interior Minister of Ecuador has said police cannot guarantee security in the town of Puyo, where at least 1 demonstrator died and 6 police officers were seriously injured in clashes. The minister, Patricio Carrillo, said 18 officers were missing after the clashes between members of the Quechua and Shuar indigenous communities. It's not clear what started the violence. It took place on the 9th consecutive day of nationwide demonstrations in Ecuador against the government's economic and social policies. Health officials in Britain are urging people to make sure they're fully immunised against polio after the virus which causes the disease was found in sewage samples in London. No actual cases have been detected, and experts believe the traces may have come from someone who was immunised abroad with a live oral vaccine. That's the latest BBC News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. The U.S. Senate has begun the process of passing what could be the first major gun legislation in nearly 30 years. NPR's Kelsey Snell reports the bipartisan compromise is expected to clear the chamber in the coming days.
The bill, which was written by 10 Republicans and 10 Democrats, includes enhanced background checks for gun buyers between the ages of 18 and 21, new gun ownership restrictions for dating partners convicted of domestic abuse, funding for mental health programs and school safety, and incentives for states to pass so-called red flag laws. Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy, the lead Democrat in the negotiations, called the bill an important step.
This bill will be too little for many. It'll be too much for others. But it isn't a box-checking exercise. This bill is not window dressing. This bill is going to save lives.
President Biden has urged Congress to pass the bill without delay. Kelsey Snell, NPR News, Washington.
In Uvalde, Texas, site of last month's mass shooting at an elementary school, backlash today for one of the people at the center of law enforcement's controversial response to the attack. Newly sworn-in Uvalde Councilman Pete Arredondo requested that the city council grant him a leave of absence. Texas Public Radio's Marian Navarro reports the request was denied.
Arredondo is the embattled chief of police at Uvalde schools. He's been blamed by state officials and community members for the over 1 hour response delay to last month's shooting. During a contentious city council meeting Tuesday night, the council unanimously voted to deny Arredondo's request for an exemption from attending future council meetings. Many Uvalde residents voiced strong desire for the council to deny a leave and were happy with the outcome of the vote. Arredondo was elected prior to the massacre. He was sworn in during a private ceremony days after the shooting. He was not present at Tuesday night's meeting. City council rules allow his removal if he misses 3 consecutive meetings. I'm Maria Navarro in San Antonio.
Millions of people across the U.S. can brace for more interest rate hikes that make it more expensive to borrow money. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell tells the Senate Banking Committee that the central bank is laser focused on stabilizing consumer prices.
Price stability is really the bedrock of the economy in the sense that you really cannot have a sustained period of maximum employment, our other co-equal goal. You can't have that without price stability. And so we must restore price stability, and we will. We have the tools and the resolve and hopefully the judgment to accomplish that task.
But there's also widespread concern that the Fed's actions on interest rates will tip the economy into a recession. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 11 points at 30,516. This is NPR. The president of Russia reportedly has signed a decree on new actions to help the government fulfill foreign debt obligations. Reuters News Service reports Vladimir Putin is giving the government 10 days to select banks to handle payments on Eurobonds. And the decree says obligations will be considered properly fulfilled if they are executed in rubles. Russia could be weeks away from default as a result of crippling sanctions the West imposed on Vladimir Putin's government since he ordered the invasion of Ukraine in late February. Palestinian officials say an Israeli settler stabbed and killed a Palestinian man in the occupied West Bank. Israeli police say they're looking into the identity of the attacker. NPR's Daniel Estrin has the latest from Tel Aviv.
NPR spoke with eyewitness Ahmad Harb, a cousin of the victim. He said a dozen Israeli settlers came with building materials to build a shack on the family's land. The victim's uncle, Naim Harb, confronted the Israeli settlers, which was filmed.
This is our land. You don't have the right to be here.
The eyewitness says Israeli police and soldiers arrived and protected the Israeli settlers during the confrontation. Then he says a settler stabbed his cousin in the chest, 27-year-old engineer Ali Hassan Harb. He says police prevented the family from carrying him to get medical help for several minutes. Israeli police have imposed a gag order on their investigation. Israeli human rights groups say settler violence in the West Bank is on the rise. Daniel Estrin, NPR News, Tel Aviv.
It's NPR.
Life Kit is like your friend with really good advice.
So, can I really be truthful?
Yeah.
It's just me and you, right?
Well, sure. Let's say it is.
3 times a week, Life Kit is in your feeds with episodes on health, personal finance, personal growth, and... Oh, no.
Isochar Music presents the single Dirty Works by Link and Chain, a conscious reggae group. Distributed by Tough Gong International. Available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email isacharmuzik@gmail.com. Dirty Works by Link and Chain is on the Isochar Music label.
We don't do the dirty works. Don't know. I will not do anything to hurt my brothers, and I will not do anything to hurt my sisters. Oh no. Oh no. And I will not try to put a stumbling block in their way. I would never let them go astray. Oh no. Oh no. Dirty works. We don't do the dirty works. No, no. No, no. Devil's works. Me into things I do not do, and don't you ever tell me to do the things you want to do. Why won't you do it yourself? Do it yourself. Or if you want to and you think you've got to, do it yourself. Yes, do it yourself. But Jah will beat you. Jah will beat you. Dirty works. We don't do the dirty works. No, 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 no. Devil's works. We don't do the devil's works.
difference you can hear.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling. And then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC.
Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So
come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
We want to sacrifice our love and strength for traveling over distant land and seas. Yeah, man, we want to say fundamental freedom redemption, black international repatriation, you know. Well, this song, I dedicated to the black woman and child, you know. What do you say? Check it. Let me see the lighters, don't tell them that. Oh no, yeah. Oh, Zion, I right, Birmingham, black woman and child. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. For you, I really got so much love. Hey, dollar, you see the feelings of Nana. Hey, so lovely you are, black woman and child. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. For you, I really got so much love. Dollar bills and coins will fade away. No, they never yet, never. Motherland Africa still remains so fine. Whoa, them and them emperors are living from in those times. Whoa, you're the first to give birth. Whoa, you're the right, we know we got divine, but not. Take I to Zion and I give thy praise. That's where my covenant will be all wise. Oh, but we've been going through those days of we have so much love. Oh, no. forever make I proud. I love black woman and child. For you I really have so much love. And all of it. Blessed good night to you all, you know. Oh no, take it. Hey. Who will try to find your keep them close as I live, Mr. Fee, increase them faith. Well, Marcus Garvey done sign the future for mates. Oh, not naturally nature is the way.
Yes, the sound of Sizzler there sing about black woman and child. So much murder going all about. But the one that disturb more, although I like far equally valuable. This mother and her entire brood and the mother. Well, let's get to the telephone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, Bongo.
Oh, go on.
Happy belated Father's Day, man.
Yeah, man, thank you very much.
I hope it was well spent.
Well spent and well enjoy, yeah.
Thank you, man. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, sir.
We just got to feel there, you know, and just keep up the good work.
All right, thank you for that.
Yeah, man. Now we there listen on YouTube, you know?
Yeah, man. You there on the island?
Near the island?
Yeah, are you on the island here now?
Yeah, man.
All right.
We just have to go and listen, man, because it's true sometimes we did the radio and pick up.
Okay, yes.
So we have to go the internet way, you know?
Yeah, man. Which part of the island is it?
Well, right now I'm in a Claremont.
All right. It's okay.
Now you listen to ship, you know?
Yes, sir. Thank you for that.
It's a grow, man.
Hope so.
Yeah, someone big up the management and staff of the system, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So take care of yourself, Bongo, and safe travel back home here.
All right. Thank you very much, yes, sir.
All right.
Next one, you have any more? The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. We get back to some live chat, yeah? Knowledge is power, say. Good afternoon, Bongo. Marie, you've been listening to her for so long. Don't take his rough talk personal. It's like your mother and father talking to you roughly, but you don't know them love it. Them love you. Patrick, New York City. Well, you know, it's true. Marie might not sound so much up near in my age group, so she not go really want you tell her, say, it's like your father or mother talking to you, but she understand. The natal Basco say, there's always an appeal open from criticism. Luke said, Marie, only a run up her mouth. She can't be away from the true revolution. She can't avoid listening. She addicted like sugar to the program. And Ramsey say, happy summer. Marie Wilson say, Luke, I am on you. I am on you. Give you relevance, but for the record, I pay my internet bill every month to flow. Never had a disconnection. And I go read the last part. Luke said, gentle people leave Marie alone because Jerry program now go have no vibes without Marie. Oh, yes, sir. Pablo Music. In Japan, they say, take a deep breath, exhale, tamekyo, and think good thoughts. Callers and live chatters should exhibit restraint and tolerance for each other, Harry. And continue. Even the dull and ignorant, Harry, have them story. Marie said, a long time I want to cuss out someone on mama, man. But out of respect for Jeremy, did I hold back. But since I'm the last day, I now go have a ball. A cuss no. When you can't fool Jerry about revolutionary. Right? And she continue. The whole of a political take money in a green shirt and sell out on the soul for $5,000 and now I suffer under Andrew. She couldn't attack the listener them to this program. Anyway, Ross Nibba said, hello Bongo, do you know about the appointment of Ross Salomon Wolf as the chief administrator of the Shashamane Land Grant? No. I might have heard something like that, but with all respect to everyone, not particularly Salomon Wolf, I respect everyone. Frequently Salomon Wolf made some claims that I couldn't really swallow. I want to tell you the second time I meet Salomon Wolf, it was hilarious. I meet Solomon Wolf for London on 1973. And I meet him back sometime in about 80s, in the 80s, early 80s, or 83, 84. Meet him down on Matthews Lane. But him never know see me, you know. And I sit down there, and Solomon will start lecture the Virgin, because you know, you have some Rasta man. Most Rasta people who political, them usually lean towards the PNP, but you have one and two lean towards the Labour right. Well, Solomon Wolf was one. As a rightist, a right winger. And Solomon Wolf start tell some other Virgin about what about we sit down there smoking. You know? And I tell the Virgin say, yeah, you know, one of the things that wrong with the Rasta movement, you know, most of the Rasta leaders them are communists. I thought this already upon the program. The most of the Rasta leaders are communists, them start name out them. Say Martin McLennan is a communist. And him name out Sam Brown is a communist. And him say Ivan Corey is a communist. Him say Jerry Small is a communist. That time I sit alongside him, you know, and him don't know. him don't know me. I mean, I'm not a communist, but he dares him lecturing some people and I tell him I'm a communist. And him go on, and the brother will bring me into the place, go introduce me. I try to stop him from talking. You know. I try to say to him, say, brother Jerry, this and but him not hearing it. When the brother touch him, him say, wait man, you don't say I'm talking. Just wait till I finish talk. And I soon hear what you're saying. Now I'm talking, you just allow me to talk. And him go on and give him lecture against anti-communists, you know. Against communists. And when him done, the brother said to him, say, brother Jerry Small, listen, Solomon will put all sinking at the ground. And many years later, him come from a program upon News Talk, up at university, about 2016 or 2015. And I go out with him say, antics there. I have to remind him, the one time him did a lecture about me, him never know see me. Yes, Black and Proud say, Marie, nobody never suffer under PNP, only under Andrew. Only JLP give people $5,000. PNP never do not like that. Yes. Marie said PNP give progress. Sister D. Ruben said, I have nothing but love for Sister Marie. And I have to agree upon politics, to agree upon life. I and I no have to agree upon politics, to agree upon life. Sister Marie, no say, family always agree. And she saying 3 heart of love. Marie said, Andrew gonna false prosperity. Christopher Melvin said, Jerry, where did that poster get that news? Read the Commonwealth Secretary General. Not seen it anywhere else. I don't know. Luke say Bongo, Maria listen and the quiet. She can't live without your voice on program. Joke she make about her last day. Joke. Me no bet upon them thing then. I true nobody never lock shop on you yet. That's why I say a joke. Aye. Black and Proud say Maria joke. Maria joke. It's alright. Anyway. The numbers are 6191508, 6191508, and 2798473, 2798473. Now, gang warfare and gangsterism is very ancient, very ancient. Because gang is the first form of control where human beings start to exert over one another. Gang, very ancient thing. So, them time the earth was what we'd call now underpopulated, you know. Very few people on the earth and whole heap of space, vast amount of space where no people can control. You just move from place to place. And the bad gang, when them buck up on a soft gang, them run them way. Or if them, sometimes for just entertainment, them run them up and kill them. That is what gangs do. Run with people from out of territory. Or if them want to have some enjoyment, them run them up and kill them. Them do that just for fun. When you see a man cut the throat of 5 children and cut the throat of the mother, him do that for fun. Make you know that. Him do that for fun. Him do that for excitement. And do that and boast back and sometimes Sometimes them all record the incident. You wouldn't like no. So them would record the incident and play it back. Have a card? All right, let's get to the phone. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. Welcome.
Yes, my brother.
Wagwan.
I think I'm more for you to find out is the Rasta program what them hear about for previous episode.
You have a radio there unbugging us. Get the radio down. Get the radio down, please.
And next door there, you know, I know my radio, my brother.
Next door?
Yes.
The next room?
Next door over the other side of the road, man. Yes, man.
No. Hold on. That radio plane is over the other side of the road?
Serious thing, my brother.
No, don't take that serious.
I wouldn't tell you a lie. Not even on me.
No, I don't say you lie. Or the radio tell lie. I know you are.
All right, let me come out of the range, guys.
All right. All right, you said there's a Rasta. No laugh too much, man.
No, man, I'm move.
All right. Rasta program on the TV, and you say 4 episodes so far.
Yeah, man, the episode, me watch all of the episode.
Yeah.
But me realize all of the cultural aspect with them highlight. You know, highlight none of the Rasta man in the other section.
Hold on. You're breaking up a little. All of the cultural episode where them analyze. Yeah, go ahead, please. Yeah, go ahead now.
No, me said them. No, me said them highlight a whole heap of cultural aspect.
Yes.
But me not see them highlight none of the Rastafari visual artists them.
None of the Rastafari visual artists.
Yeah.
But a lot of visual, yes, I think they did. A lot of visual art is displayed. Meanwhile, they might interview the people, but probably because it's not about the artistry. Why? Hold on, please. Maybe because it's not about the artistry them a feature this time. Why you not get it this time? But you see them highlight the music artists them. Eh? Did you see them highlight the music artists, them the Rasta music artists, them in it?
Yeah, man, some of the DJ that people the last episode that I believe.
No, I see them give the Diamonds a couple run, but I believe probably I see them give the Mighty Diamonds a couple run because they were interviewing the Mighty Diamonds one by one, both Rastafari, right? Yes. Anyway, what is your concern that them now highlight the visual artists them, like the man who draw?
Because you have some Rasta artists right now who contribute a lot to the visual arts movement in Jamaica.
All right, the 4 episode that you see, what was the story? What was the story that the 4 episode was about?
No, man, it show you from the first concept of Rastafari come right up to now.
Yeah. But it's not a very long series on programming. I think each episode is an hour.
Yeah, man.
So that is just 4 hours. If they were to start to go into the Rastafari visual artists, that probably would have taken at least 4 hours, and it wouldn't be giving any one artist any long time.
Okay, that simply means to say them have got to do some more episode panic.
Yes, because whatever they see work successfully, they usually follow it up, and I'm sure that 4 episode is going to get them a lot of mileage. Matter of fact, other companies and other television stations and things abroad most likely going to say now want to get permission to run it or get a copy of it.
Yeah, man. But overall, you know, me give thanks to see the whole concept of the whole thing and learn a whole heap.
Yeah. What kind of work you do?
He's a visual artist, man.
Oh, my man, tell me. So how you put out your work? You draw or you paint or what?
Draw and paint and do graphic sign. He's a all-round artist, man.
Okay, I was a very visual artist in between the 60s come up to the 80s.
Okay.
But how I quickly got into reproducing my, reproduce.
Yeah, man.
Because if you draw a picture or paint a picture, usually people not going to want to pay you what it value you to do that picture. So what I started to do from about 1969, I started to reproduce my picture them. In other words, print a whole heap of copy. If I draw a picture, I print like 100 copy and try to sell them cheap. Because when you sell things cheap, people will buy it and you eat some food instead of you try to sell the original picture for your big money. So
Yeah, man,
and before me, Daniel Hartman is a man who was the best example of Rasta artist before me. How he used to make his money is by reproducing the picture them and sell each one cheap. Well, after that, I get a different idea now. I get an idea for make them in a greeting card.
Yeah.
So I think I was one of the first people. Matter of fact, I never know nobody before me. I was one of the first people to start to produce greeting card in Jamaica. Before me, I used to see Leandro. Every year, a cartoon. Gleaner did have a cartoonist named Leandro. And every year at Christmas, Gleaner would have take out like 2 or 3 of the most best Leandro cartoon for that year. And them would have print up like 100 or 500 of each one and send out to them Gleaner. The people will buy Gleaner every day, and them customer. Before that is the one greeting card I know they used to sell in Jamaica. But probably people are sell before me, but as far as I know, outside of Leandro and Gleaner. Anyway, I started to reproduce those greeting cards. One of the most popular greeting cards, 2 of the most popular greeting cards, 2 type of the most popular greeting card that I used to print from 69 was I used to go to the zoo and draw the lion them in all different form and print them in a greeting card. Sometimes I print them in a color with a golden color lion. Sometimes I print them in a black and white. And the next most popular thing, I used to draw a picture of His Imperial Majesty in all different forms. Military uniform, necktie and suit. And all different kind of way I used to draw him and print on greeting card. And sometimes I used to put some of them speech them inside the greeting. Most greeting card have some word inside.
Yeah, man. That's like a quotation.
Some quotation. So I used to put him quotation inside. And one of the earliest one where I did start do that from about 1971 was I used to print the speech about what life has taught me, put it inside of the greeting card, and then put His Majesty face on the front. And then I put a little logo on the back, and lightning stick was my logo. Lightning stick, called Mabrak. Mabrak was my trademark. Mabrak means lightning and thunder. So I used to put a stick of lightning on the back of it, a little stick of lightning and the word Mabrak. Mabrak greetings.
Yeah.
Come again? You break up. Okay.
No, I'm talking about Ras Daniel.
Yes.
In Jamaica right now, a very few man like I really have a memory of that man, or even doing work,
Yeah, because I'm leave Jamaica.
And go Tanzania.
I believe in the 80s, it's either 70s or 80s, I'm leave Jamaica,
No, man, when he left and go Tanzania, man.
About a year.
The same time when we are speculating. I remember the direct here, but the mid-80s, early 80s there.
Yes, and them time the 2 men were moved with clothes. One of them was Edwards, a brother, and a professor brother, Rastaman, where he teaching in Tanzania, was a professor named Edwards, Ken Edwards. But him also was a football coach and head of a football team named Nascimento. So him there Tanzania before Daniel. And our next brethren, and very well known brethren, a Rasta artist, him usually rest a Negril. What his name again, man? He was a Rasta artist, no, but he was more a photographer. I forgot his name.
Okay,
Was a Rasta photographer.
Maybe the name may ring a bell still.
Yeah, man, Jaja. Him name something or another, Jaja.
Okay.
But I was a very well known Rasta photographer, really rest mostly between Negril and Moby and them place there. But he used to move very closely with Daniel Hartman. And I remember.
Hartman son big good too,
Him son, that you mean Manai?
Yeah, man, I mean versatile, depends on man.
Sorry, I'm more one son of him, a Manai attack.
Yeah, man, no, I know which one in the line, but I know one of the son, man, it's versatile, I tell you.
Alright, Hartman used to draw a picture himself.
Yes, man, you know, man, sit down and cheer right there enough time, man.
And him used to draw a picture a couple of them youth them. You remember them picture with the young youth?
Yeah, one of the twins.
Yeah,
one of the
you
twins,
see,
I want to look boy right there now.
yes, a man eye, that a man eye. Yeah, and him draw a picture of three Rasta, well, him all draw a picture of three, of himself with three lion, or more than three lion, surround him head. And him call the one the Daniel in the Lions Den. And him draw,
some of them street, you know.
Yeah, him draw a picture of Shadrach on them brethren. Draw a whole body different picture. Was the first?
In the last art before he left, they him in some geometric type of art before he left.
Yes, that's true, man. True. True.
Well, I'm going to give some really see the reason with the everything.
All right, thank you very much. What is your name again?
Walker,
Errol Walker.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. Which Visual, yes. Errol Walker, okay. All the best here, sir.
Yes, my brother, Rastafari.
Glad to hear you. Thanks. Yes, the numbers again is R6191508, 6191508, and 2798473, 2798473. Yes. In the early part of human experience, human being start to multiply, but even when them multiply, becoming more and more. You know, if a man and a woman have 8 children, that is 4 times the amount of the parents. So instead of 2 people left behind to replace the parents, that is 8 people left behind to replace the parents. And if each pair, a man and woman, have several children, they're going to have be leaving more children behind more than them who was there before. So the population going to be getting bigger and bigger. Families going to be getting larger and larger and stronger in some ways. Because a little girl and her big sister going to have all 5 brothers to protect them. So it won't be just the daddy and 1 brother protect them. One girl, 2 girls in a family have all 5 brothers protect them, plus them father, that's 6 male. I protect them and them getting safer and safer and stronger. And them is able to farm more land, and them is able to control more space. So as the population get bigger, people start to control more and more space, but them can't full up the whole land. There was no land anywhere in the world that the population could have full up and control. Because there are too few people to spread over such a large. But after population start get bigger and bigger now, larger and larger families, especially if them families strong and can fight good, them link up together, and plenty time 2 or 3 large family link up together and rule all 50 other family. The 3 strongest family link up together and take a stop them bully and control all of the rest of the other family, all 50, 100 family, 3 family have them under control. Because them 3 family extra large and extra aggressive and have extra amount of weapon, extra amount of transport, because them have enough horse and them have camel where them can ride. Them have elephant where them can ride. Them have all zebra where them can ride along with the donkey them. So more and more as them are multiply and get stronger and stronger, them become more dominant and dominate the rest of the people around them. So technically them come like a gang. And those was the first form of control of population. One small set of people but well armed and can fight more than nobody else. Dominate the population. And that was like a gang regime. The regime of gang in the early time of humanity. Regime of gang. And the biggest and bad family dominate. The rest are 10 bad family dominate. There are 1,000 bad family. There are 1,000 timid family and coward family. A long time gang domination are going. Gang domination. After a while, some of the gang get so big and build some big permanent residence, because human being never used to live in a permanent residence for time. Human being move from place to place and just go which part the food they know. Mango season them gone way up, so all 50 miles up, so we have a whole heap of mango tree and them just live off a mango for all 2 months. And when that done out, they move to the next place, pure sweet potato and them other thing, and them rotate, walk up and down, but after a while, when them get over strong and over powerful, them start to build some big building and some big encampment, permanent encampment. Them I left it all 3 months, but them will come back, they come take it up. Encampment. But a few family, as I say, dominate the rest of the family them. And sometimes them few family fence off, or rope off, or warn off people off of the rest of the land. And nobody no come in here so. So one family dominate the most land, and 10 family dominate the whole of the land in one region. Dominate land that the weaker family now have to go to them, go beg them food. That's how the domination come about in government. Weaker family now have no land. Them have to either sell them data them. That's how people start enslave all them data and sell them. People start sell them data to strongman family. Sell them data, swap them data for food. One of the famous things in Africa and other places in the world was to exchange your data for a whole heap of cattle. Your data look nice and reach 15, 16, 17 and go up. And other man want her. Them could have come kill you half, you know. Sometimes them could have come kill you, but them not bother do that. Them come peaceful and say, boy, I want the data then. And you make them know, say, boy, you have to go give me 300 head of cattle for that one, you know. And some people used to trade all them data. But what is the background behind it? The background behind it is that the powerful family them control the land and only allow you to pass through the land sometime. You is a second-class citizen. Meanwhile, those who have the control of the land and enough arms, enough sword, enough bow or enough spear, control the land and build some big solid building all upstairs. And them building have whole heap of space in them for store food, you know. Because when you dominate the land and you have the most food, you store food till all next year. So the same building where you're building now, where you live in now, it have some huge storeroom, big like all no plaza, bigger than plaza too. Huge storeroom bigger than plaza can store food for all 4 or 5 years. And so it is, people start to dominate the rest of the population, and the rest of the population are bow down to a few family. Feudalism, that you know. Let's get to the telephone. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Straight up.
Welcome. Welcome.
Yes, sorry. I meditate something me always say.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask the question that come to my mind now. You say, you read the Bible a lot.
Yeah, man.
Right? And I'm ask you a question that come to my mind now. Why you read the Bible so much?
I read the Bible so much because I was taught to read partly out of the Bible. So some of my first early experience of reading is out of that Bible, and the Bible story them very interesting. So as a habit, what you learn. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I hear. All right. I think I read the Bible too, and I read it a lot. Yeah. And I don't think I will ever stop reading it because I check the story them in it. Yeah. It's very interesting, as I said.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yes.
All right. One more question I'm going to ask you now. What is the most important material thing I think a man can have in this life?
Material thing?
Yeah.
I believe the most important material thing human can have is land. What do you think?
I think the most is your body.
Your body?
Yeah.
You don't have your body. You are your body.
All right. I have no more way you say. All right. Because even if you have land and your body deteriorates, you're not going to really can use the land wisely.
No, you have the... Yes. All land is held temporarily. All land is held temporarily. In other words, in time.
Yeah.
No land is held forever.
Yeah, with the woman woman then on the 4 children then now. I tell her Rastafari.
Yeah.
Listeners, people who are here the program at this moment. When the children of Israel coming out of Egypt,
yeah.
you know, and the God where them are communicate with,
yeah.
tell them say, the land when me have a bring on it to, me have a remove these people. It's not hate me hate them, it's because them a live a certain type of life which is wicked. I mean I like wickedness.
Yes.
And if you know do the same thing, never remove on it from the land.
Yes.
So, and give them a set of principles and tell them to maintain these principles and we will bless you. Me bless on the children them. Me keep on from everybody have a child. Everybody will be living nice and wonderful. People. And in my personal experience, me are 47 now.
Yeah.
In my personal experience from me born and since I start read the Bible and meditating and understanding where the Bible has shown me. By now till then, I would have said the people them is getting more and more from the principles that the Bible teach I and I.
You mean getting more further away from?
From the principles?
Yes.
Yeah, where the Bible show I and I say we should conduct ourselves by just and righteous and fear to one another.
Yeah.
You know, so people, when you see the little children, them a grow, because some of them attitude are developing and picking from them young, you know.
Yeah.
You have to school them properly, you know, and ramp with them, you know. And I go like when you love the pick them more than you love on yourself, and you serve for them when you see them show no dirty attitude.
Yeah.
You have to serious, but trust me, sometimes, you see the one go, somebody go, it's so terrible. Hey, may I tell you, Jerry.
The one what? The one what? Hold on. The one what?
The one go, them got to go.
Yeah.
And got to do something. It can be so terrible.
Yes.
Because all the whole country for trimmer, man, and mourn.
Yes.
You know? So, people, serious.
But hear this now. There is war and there is aggression common amongst human beings for the most longest time. But there is also terrorism. You know what is terrorism?
Yeah.
What is terrorism?
Terrorism a way I want to force people against their natural will, you know, to dictate to people if it does please you, you know.
All right.
It's about the goodness of all. It's all about you. They are terrorize them.
Yes, I would say terrorism is some deliberate act to terrorize the people. Hold on, please. A deliberate act to terrorize those who witness what you're doing or those who come and see what you do after you do it.
Yeah, true.
It's a deliberate tactic of human beings. Some people just fight to get away, you know. Them fight to get away or to get them right. So them just want to know so them beat and them fight and beat and left you. Some will even fight and even kill you for say, boy, them know why you come back on them. But that is still not terrorism. But terrorism is when you do the thing extra wicked for make people quake when them come see.
Yeah.
Well, what this guy do? The guy will kill the 4 children and the female. Is an act of terrorism him carry out. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yes. Him do it to terrify. And he meditate upon it long and hard before him do it because him want people for afraid of him. A lot of people get angry because nobody no respect them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people say nobody no afraid of me, you know. Them no know who me, you know. One day I go and do something to make them know who me, you know.
Sure.
And want to be remembered. Somebody called me since this program and said to me, say, what would I like to be remembered about me, you know? Yeah. I don't bother meditate on them things there. I not live for nobody remember me. I have learned from a little boy that there are some things that I detest and I will not support them if it costs me my life. From a little boy, I find out that, you know. And now me decide that, you know, I find out something about myself, you know. Or you gradually get to know yourself.
Oh.
Well, I find out, say, from a little boy, there's some things that I detest and I will not do it or be forced to do it, no matter what it will cost me. And I find that I cannot help being that way. I don't bother talk about it much or boast about it much, but I find from a little boy, I'm not going to about a certain thing, and I will not be made to do a certain thing, and I'm willing to take any cost where it won't cost me. I might not take it sitting down, you know. I might not just sit down and make a cut off me, you know. I might fight back and cut off your head first, but one thing I know, I'm not going to be forced to do such things. So anyway, from a little boy, I find out that. So I satisfied with knowing that there are certain things I detest and I will not support it, and I will also work against it dominating people. So that is enough. Knowing that as my purpose, that is enough for me. I don't have about a dream about what I'm going to say about Jerry and Jerry gone, because I'm not going to get no enjoyment out of that. But it's a common thing that people ask people all the while. What would you like to remember? And nobody don't want to be remembered for doing bad. Nobody don't want to remember to say, boy, all the while them a pass gas and can't control themselves. And everywhere you see Jerry in my fat out place. Nobody don't want to remember for that. Yet it's not a sin, you know. It's not a sin, you know. But nobody want to remember for anything that is unpleasant. But apart from that, I still don't bother dwell upon what I want to be remembered for. But definitely speaking, this murder recently with the 4 children and the mother is a terrorist act that was deliberately thought out, say, I'm going to make them fret and know who me.
Man, I impressed. I call her impressed this morning, a woman this morning, and she talk about the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? And she say, all a man like him, and a jail him for going like people them for him.
People to do what? The people them, hold on. The people must do what?
The people them to deal with him.
All right, because she said jail too nice.
Yeah.
Right? All right, when people hold him and deal with him, what going to be wicked about it than when him go to jail? No, left the jail now. We know him will get a jail, but why him will get when people hold him?
Death.
Not ordinary death. Ordinary death.
No, leak all type of death, chop everything.
More
everything.
Same nature death like when do the 4 youth and a woman. Right? So she desire a terrorist action to counteract his terrorist action. You understand that?
Yeah.
She don't understand that, you know. But that is a human reaction. Let us do a terrorist action to teach him and some others a lesson.
Yeah.
But once them do that terrorist action, you see sugar? Do you know that sugar is addictive?
Yeah.
Do you know that salt is addictive?
Yeah.
Terrorist action also is addictive in some human being. Would you deliberately participate in a terrorist action?
No, I've never before.
No, never before. And you don't think you would like to contemplate that, huh?
Well, I feel like, all right, you see him up, he might try to terrorize innocent people for fear of him.
No, he has done so, him not try. He has done so successfully.
He has done so.
Yeah.
But if some innocent people see the wickedness when do now and give him a state of fame treatment, they might try to make people who's like him to know that. Not try that.
Yes. Yes, they are
so
going to. Yes.
There are two different motives.
No, one motive to terrorize some other people, just like how him did want to terrorize some people.
One try to terrorize good people and one try to terrorize the wicked, make him know no rampant.
Yes, I'm telling. Yes, but I'm telling you also that it is an addictive action, and after them do it one time, there are some people in the crowd who are going to be addicted to that. Do you know that? You know that?
Yeah, I'm probably.
All right, you know, you yourself don't really look forward to no terrorist action. So do you know that the lady that I was talking to yesterday, she they ahead of you in the terrorist game? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yes, because she had planned that already. But it's not such a nice thing to plan and develop in your mind.
Sure.
You know what is more important? To hold him and find out everything about him and find out all of the problem with him and the woman did that. Because we need to understand guys like this.
Yeah.
And that's the safest way for counteract and for catch guys like this before them do it is to find them and study them and make them understand this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this. If him resist when him being held, or if him fight back or resist or any kind of way, he's going to give away his life, because if he's resisting, he's putting us in danger. And it must cost him life if him going to put us in danger. You understand me?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, now, I as a man, I not defend capitalism. Capitalism must be put under control. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, all right. Just allow me to talk. Capitalism must be put under control. And when capitalism is put under control, or even before that, the prison system supposed to be one of the main suppliers of food for the population. Do you understand me?
Yeah, yeah.
And guess who is going to be planting food whole day? And nurturing food and producing food and feeding it to the public. Because the public paying for them in the prison system. You know? Guess who's going to be doing them things then?
No, not prison.
Those who offend the society. I'm not talking about who offend the queen, you know. God damn the queen. I'm not talking about who offend the queen. Guys like him must work them entire life. And I don't mean planting 2 callaloo a day. He must work him entire life feeding the rest of the law-abiding parts of the population, or those parts of the population who do them time in prison and come out, must get food to buy cheap, because the main wholesale producer of food, one of the main wholesale, not the only one, of food, must be those who offend society. And I believe that the prison correctional officers who are running that prison system and who are going to be teaching people to read and write, when you're not planting food, because you're not going to plant food all day now. You're going to plant food about maybe 8 hours for the day. And you're going to be spending time in there, correctional services, being corrected and being taught some other thing. And the people who are running the correctional services must be well paid. You think they must be well paid?
Yeah, I feel well be taken care of. Yeah, sure.
That well paid, yeah, man. Taken care of, both with the money where them get, and they must get the best of the food.
Properly.
Yes, they must get some of the food they plant at the prison too.
They must be properly taken care of.
Properly taken care of. All them is just one of the public servants, you know.
Yeah.
All public servant must be well paid.
All the man who working up on the garbage truck, all of them.
Public service, you must be well paid.
Well taken care of.
And well fed by the activity of the prison farm. A lot of people talk about Lee Kuan Yew and don't study Lee Kuan Yew. It wasn't Lee Kuan Yew alone achieved what he achieved in Singapore, you know.
Sure.
But because he was the leader of the team, he become well known. But it was a team. And 2 things I remember him doing. Him come to Jamaica, come study Jamaica, come here, so Jamaica going good. And the next reason why I'm come study Jamaica, I'm here say Jamaica in a federation and leave out there and survive. And the Queen of England forced his country into a federation in Asia. Did you know that the Queen of England captured land all over Asia and did have them? It's not just Africa alone, you know. All over Asia, them capture people and have people enslaved for hundreds of years. And when she ready to use them in a different way, she formed them in a federation. Singapore and a whole other country, she formed in a federation. If you go Lego now, if you go juice them again under the federation, you know. And when Lee Kuan Yew stay at Malaysia and realize that Malaysia draw him down and Singapore can do better. And here said Jamaica was in a federation in the Caribbean with the Queen of England, forced them in. And Jamaica draw out and survive. Lee Kuan Yew said me I left Singapore, go to Jamaica, you know. Because me want to see is how Jamaica survive after leaving out of federation. Because me want to take out Singapore out of federation too. And him come to Jamaica and him study certain things, but him knows that Jamaica have plenty weakness. They may have some strength, you know. But him come down, it comes to plenty weakness, including the gangsterism where the politicians are going with and the gang where the politicians are arm up the man with gun. And him go back to Singapore with him team and go make an improvement on the Jamaica plan. Improvement. And 2 of the main improvements we make on the Jamaica plan, him say, all of the public servant must be well paid at the market prices. What market price mean?
market price. I think I would say market price mean you get enough money where you can survive, livable wages.
All right, market price mean all of the people them out there who are working a big job with big company where get the highest wages. That is the market price, you know. The highest wages where a good worker must get. So like when you go back and decide, say all public workers must be well paid at market price. That means any money where them will get out there in a private industry. If them is a good worker, they must get it while working for the public. And you know the next rule we make? Anybody inside of this organization who thief 1 penny of government or the people them money must go to prison immediately. And him say, starting with my son and me. Me first must go to prison and my son. Him add on them 2 rules upon the different thing we learn in Jamaica, you know. And him pull out Singapore out of the Malaysia Federation. I follow Jamaica example. But him change some of the things I'm seeing in Jamaica and put it on. And not ask if Singapore not gone places. But there's something.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, I ask you something. You talk about Singapore, right?
Yeah.
And in Singapore, them have death penalty.
Yes. That is what I was coming to.
Yeah, cause over the years, me see people from Australia, England, go there, must have sell drugs and then catch them and you kill them a ball, attack, then put them to death, cause that was the penalty.
Yeah.
All right then. Them have, so you think that is wrong to have death penalty?
Well, hear me now.
Because a man.
No, hold on, no, don't tell me about it. You don't have to tell me about it because I'm going to answer you. Hear me now, and that is what I've been talking about yesterday and days before and for years before. And I talk about it with Marcus Garvey, who name him organization, the Universal Negro Improvement Association. Progress and life is about progress and improvement. Just like how Lee Kuan Yew come to Jamaica and get Jamaica example, but it never good enough. What did he do? He went and improved it. So now I don't like what Lee Kuan Yew do in many areas, including death sentence for certain things. So I know that me and you and she can get together and take out the best things out of Singapore and improve upon them, and the things them that we don't think right, we can left out that. We don't have to follow him and put on death sentence and think why him put it on. We don't have to.
Alright. Sure. Alright. Now I say something to her again.
I have to leave after this. I have to leave after this.
Yeah, His Majesty where you describe as the highest. Right? Him say he will never abolish the death penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that.
No, I never really read that, but I don't doubt that him say that.
Alright, next time we read it.
No, like His Majesty work there now. Paul Bogle, shall we do like Paul Bogle or shall we improve on it?
We can do.
No, just yes or no. Shall we do like Paul Bogle? Shall we improve on Paul Bogle?
We can't improve anyway.
No can. I'm asking you your opinion. Shall we improve on Paul Bogle?
Anyway, we see we can improve.
Yeah, you said you're afraid to answer yes, man. You're afraid to answer yes.
See, that's one to say yes, sir.
No. One more time I ask you, will we improve on Paul Bogle works?
Anyway, we see it necessary.
You're afraid, man. But anyway, nothing wrong to be afraid. No, nothing wrong to be afraid at first. But in time you will. At first. No, hear this now. Paul Bogle get catch and get hang. Are you intending to go like Paul Bogle, or are you intend to improve on Paul Bogle?
Anyway, it's necessary.
All right, okay, you're not ready. No, you're not ready. No, you're not ready yet. All right, hear this now. Hear this now. Did Jesus? Yes.
You want me to answer
no, not wrong. Not wrong if you're not ready. Do whatever we can ready one time.
No, but it's not going to.
All right, hear this now. We are waste time. No, the Jesus. We are waste time. The Jesus. No. Me I tell you this now. The Jesus now. The Jesus do some great thing, and when we are marvel, him say, these things that I do, you shall do them and do greater. So are you afraid to take Haile Selassie example and do what him do and also attempt to do other things that him never get to do? You willing to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
I could talk again. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, sir. All right. Yes, man. So now, gangsterism was one of the first form of control amongst human beings. The baddest family them, and them was so wise. Most time them not go by themselves, Them link up with the other baddest family them. 2, 3, 4, 5, all 10 baddest family in the region link up together and control the rest of the people. And the same so gangsters stay up to now. Because those was gang, those early form of human control was gang. And these gangs today, everywhere in the world, they link up with one. They might link up with every gang, But them pick and choose and find who they make alliances with. And they do make alliances with other gang and control the rest of the people. That is one of the early form of government. After them control all the land now, guess what them start do? Nobody can get no land after the gangster them control all the land, So most of the rest of people not live nowhere. But guess how you have to go get food now? If the gangster them, if the gangster them control all the land, how you get food? How you get land for plant food? That's what I tell you. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jerry.
Well, go on.
Why, thank God to life,
Yes, sir.
That you from Trelawney.
Yeah. Wilson this. Wilson this.
Yeah, man, Wilson.
You know which part of Trelawney him come from?
No, I don't know which part of Trelawney.
You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you where him come from in Trelawney? Wilson Run. Him come from a place named Wilson Run. You don't know Wilson Run in Trelawney?
No, I don't know Trelawney.
All right, Wilson Run is from Wassop going down towards Albertown.
Yeah. But I know here where the incident happened.
All right, go and tell me what you say about him now.
Well, I hear that he's 23 years old.
How much?
23.
23, 2-3, right?
Yeah, man. Why come like him up drunk or something wrong with him?
Yeah, something wrong with him, but a lot of people walking up and down, something wrong with him. A lot of them. Holy.
That's true.
There's something wrong with wellness.
Eh?
Something wrong with wellness.
Well, I don't know if you're telling about that.
Yeah, all right. Nobody expose. Nobody expose yourself.
Me not want him to me.
No, that's what I'm saying. All right, you know what I say. So, well, me say something. Well, me know something wrong with him. So I know him. I know the murderer alone something wrong with it.
Yeah. But boy, if he kill 5 people, he's a very dangerous man. If he kill 5 people.
Yes, him do it to make people afraid, Him do it deliberately, to make people afraid.
Yeah.
What somebody could do you, make you kill them 4 children, 3 girls and a 1 year and 11-month-old boy. What somebody could do you for make you kill them?
And I cousin, am I the woman I cousin?
Yes, forgot about the cousin now. What somebody could do you, what trouble or what danger somebody could put you in, or what them could have do you and make you vex and hurt, that you could have organized and killed them 4 children, 3 girls and a 1 year 11-month-old boy. What somebody could have done?
Well, I would never do that in my.
All right, that means we know there's something wrong with him, and a long time him a plan to make people run up and down and ball. You didn't know that? You didn't know that?
Me can stab him, daddy.
Yes, well, if somebody stab them daddy and run away, you know, say a long time him want people run up and down and ball. And if him and some scammer in a problem and him wounded one of them and run away, you know, say a long time him a prepare himself for the wickeder things. A lie?
I don't lie.
All right, so we know, say, something wrong with him, and there are many more like him walking up and down, don't do the thing yet.
Yeah. I tell him, it's a dangerous boy.
All right, if you live in your neighborhood now, and you hear your neighbor a ball and a fret, couple days well, or if you hear somebody in the neighborhood I tell them, say, yeah, you think me easy, I'm going to make you run up and down and ball. Suppose you stay next to you and hear that. What you would do?
You have to be careful of that person.
Oh, so you just go and protect yourself alone?
Eh?
You just want to go and protect yourself alone and be careful of them. After you hear him tell you, After you hear him tell the woman, say, I'm going to make the whole hour run up and down and ball. All you are going to do is draw away from him. Eh?
And if I see my friend, I want him to
If what?
out of that bedroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want him? Okay, well, one. Yes, good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thanks,
man.
here, sir.
Yeah, man. Take care, Jerry.
Next call. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Well, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Well, what we know?
Now, listen.
Me listen you. Why, Jerry, when me see that picture, the star man, the poor people, they grieve. So, what you do? As what you say.
No, you say a while ago, what you do? What we can do?
I say me grieve.
No, and when you're done, you say, what you do? That means what we can do.
A while ago, you was talking to the caller.
Yeah.
And you say, if a man tells you, I come and run up and down, you run up and down. You can't hold me come with you. All right. You must make me run up and down. You must kill me. Me don't want to kill him, poor people. Nobody can know a man.
All right, hear this now.
Yeah.
If you are a neighbor and you get to find, say, our boyfriend or our husband or our tenant a plan to damage her on our picnic, what you would do?
If my neighbor plan to damage your wife on picnic? What?
You heard me, man. Let's stop wasting time, man.
Yeah, but what the current wrong with tell the police?
No, don't. Oh, you would tell the police. Okay.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't alert anybody else nearby.
Well, because people know.
No, don't tell me about people. Tell me yes or no, and then afterwards we discuss.
No.
You wouldn't tell nobody else. You wouldn't tell the police.
Yes.
All right, so you go and make a phone call or you go and go up half a tree.
Make a phone call.
Okay, and the phone call now, how you going to follow up the phone call?
You say officer boy, me out of me.
No, when you're done, make the phone call. How you going to follow it up?
What mean follow up? What you follow up? You report something when you follow up what?
You hold on. If you report something here, you don't think you should follow it up?
What?
All right, no, you don't have to answer no more. Because if you're at 80 odd years old, don't understand when I ask you if you don't think you should follow up the first phone call. That means I can know what you've done with your 80 odd years.
Me don't care what you want to say. Me call the police, me say, officer, my brother say, I'm kill your wife. And me believe the argument serious. Okay, sir, officer, me can't have your name. Some of the policemen they want to give their name. My name not necessary. Hello? Man keep over 5 million with that thing in my house, sir. Right on the border, you sit on my left hand side of the storeroom there. And me tell the police, and when the police go in my yard, me come walk to go in the back part of the man there. And the man under the bed of the woman talk out the police. And when me come back and me leave my phone. And the man said the man still in the house, so me say, well, me can't go back up there. The policeman gone, and the policeman said to me, say, no go down that bed. And the more we just statement and lock me up, me say, tell me where you can't come. But me can't walk and me can't run from you. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Go and talk, because you're not talking nonsense. I'm not to say to you. Go and talk till you're done. When you're done, you tell me.
My own business, what me keep, then keep me picking in them. Then keep a treating a pain for me to pull.
I don't want to hear no more of that. Because you just repeat the same thing. You're not going to do nothing. In 1508 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Good afternoon.
Wagwan, Mr. Small.
Wagwan, man.
Yeah, no, Mr. Small, I think about that one thing there with the youth, you know, man.
Yeah.
And Mr. Small, they don't know say I'm a gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Small, I know the youth good. When I say good, no, Mr. Small, I see here, good, you know.
Where you know him from?
I tell you, I'm a gate, Mr. Small, the youth come from. Me and my neighbor, Chilani, you know.
Eh?
Yeah, man. And when I'm at the town, let me see more time. You know, because I want a little you for me now, Mr. Small.
You there Wilson run?
Then a Wilson run come from, Mr. Small. I'm telling you, right at my gate. It's right at my gate.
Okay.
Yeah. So more time you see me in the town, Mr. Small, and me and we talk, you know? Because I'm a little youth, and I always ask me if I'm all right and anything there. I always bless him up. You know what we call? Give him a little thing.
A long time them thing are going about there, no?
Yeah, man, Mr. Small.
Because I remember over 10 years ago, me a pass through down the way me hear say some whole heap of gangster youth in the area, and man in the area hide them, and whole heap of different mix-up thing. So if that go on 10 years ago, probably my little boy I watch them and I admire them coming up.
Mr. Small, over 30 a year, a film cousin kill him mother and him father and him nephew, you know.
Okay. So it's a thing where him experience and him used to.
No, him wouldn't born in time and no, Mr.
No, but him not come here like how you hear about it. Him
Alright, yeah. Trust me, Mr. Small, man, last time I said me feel for my sister them, Mr. Tillman.
You see it, sir?
Yeah, man, I know what him mother, the girl mother named Gwenny, Mr. Small, I know all of them good, me and them grow together.
Yeah. But
yeah,
but
man,
a Clarendon them there.
Yeah, them go live at Clarendon. Me.
Oh, them was down there too before?
Huh?
They were in Trelawney before?
Yeah, them originate from Trelawney.
Oh. And him done damage him father already and him father get intimidated, you know. You didn't know?
I not even sure. I not even know say him damage him father and I know say the next brother.
Him damage.
No, him next brother damage him father.
Well, the police report, I don't know, maybe it's a mistake or maybe it's the two of them damage your father.
Right, it's not most mistake.
Because me know man have son, you know. And the two son batter them father on separate occasion, you know.
Mr. Small, I don't know what getting at that youth head, but obviously something in her head. Where
that in him head, you can see that firm in him head, long time.
Long time, exactly.
Alright, hear this now. This scamming they know. Them say I'm involved in that long time. We not go court and hear nobody swear say it's true, you know. But yes, I personally know say scamming spread all over Jamaica in every country district. Cause the youth them go to high school and them understand how to use phone and them know how to put on twang. That's all you have to can do when you scam American people, you know. Can chat to them in them twang and you know how to talk all kind of different things. Man stay a prisoner and scam people out the road, you know. You don't know that?
John, Mr. Small, if you see the situation, Mr. Small, John, if you see the situation, and that are the end result, Mr. Small. Trust me, third full bad. If you know say that are the end result.
Yeah.
If you know say boy, yeah, your people them man before you think say boy, yeah, your people them live in a dilemma. You try to lift them out of the condition they were there in a more get to see how come nobody now pass the earth, you know.
Yeah, well, alright. You see the amount of 100 people we gather around the house? You watch the TV?
Around which house, Mr. Small?
The house where them kill the 4 pitney and a woman.
No, Mr. Small, I want to say I not in no news at all. Believe me, Mr. Small, I not in no news because when I hear, I just have to call my sister them and tell them to be careful because I know say, which family hear me say, I'm gone to chill out and I know say, alright, I'm my yard gate.
Alright, well, you want to see the amount of 1,000 people we gather around the house. And you want to see the amount of 100 cars we park up. That them have to cordon off the road and create roadblock. Because car come, everybody come as a sightseeing, you know. You understand me? And everybody want to come video it on them phone. And everybody want, because it's excitement, you know. You understand? Are we now going to organize ourselves that instead of we afraid of goat thief afraid to come to our district? We're going to organize ourselves that way?
Of course.
And are we not going to organize ourselves that instead of we afraid of foul thief afraid and say, nah, go near that the district there. Much less. Man, we have beat woman and enslave woman, do all kind of things with woman. Much less to go kill 4 picnic and kill woman. Are we not going to organize ourselves to be safe?
Of course we have to do that, Mr. Small.
But it's one set of people we're not going to organize ourselves against, not true?
True.
Gangster, we're not going to organize ourselves against gangster. Gangster not too big for we.
Of course.
Or are we going to say, okay, make gangster rule Jamaica?
Boy, Mr. Small, me I tell him, Mr. Small, I can't, boy, me I tell
No,
him,
me I
Mr.
ask
Small.
you, me not want to dodge now, you know. Are we going to agree and say, all right, gangster can rule Jamaica? Each town a certain set of gangster rule, and every one of them know which one over that town, them leave it on control for them town. We're going to organize and just mind my own business and allow gangster for rule, right? I don't blame you for your current, for your credit run out. Because gangster, they are Garden House gangster, they are Jamaica House and King's House. And because of that, people afraid. Afraid. Well, people were afraid them die 1,000 death. Them did 1,000 death before them dead. We can only die once. Our physical body can only die once. But when you're coward, you die 1,000 times before you're dead. How many call it?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, trying to get Jerry Small.
Yeah, you got it, you got me.
Jerry, all right. I want the people them outside there to know. Say, this idea of community policing and community protection, I know nothing strange. Each of them come and call them, and when you question them and
no, you talk too fast. Slow down, make we hear what you say.
Them is going behaving like say this is some novel concept or some new thing. That are going even in my community, you know. KRTV used to come and them used to go on with things, and then the community decides why them are just, you know, protect the thing and everybody together, and from how long now no KRTV can come out the place. In some areas in the country that go on, farmers watch them one another land. If he's a stranger that come inside of the community, them want to know who he is, what he is for, and what he is about.
All right, how you find out who you is? How them find out who he is?
You mean if he's a stranger that comes
Yes,
inside
how
here?
you find out who them is?
Them draw down from you and start questioning you. What your business inside here?
Yes, and you know say questioning people is not even the best way to find out who them is, you know.
No, them keep eye on you at the same time. While them,
No, yes, I now go question somebody immediately, you know.
No, it's not like that. Them just draw down.
No, we're gonna find out things from you long before we question you. All right, now.
No, so my point is, this idea is not a novel idea, and all them callers are going like this is something strange way you propose. That are going from long time, brethren, in some communities.
Yes.
People are protect them one another and everything. So them are going like say, I don't know what's wrong with them.
All right.
We try to move Jamaica forward, you know, not lurch back into the dark ages.
Right. But no, what you believe make people get extra coward and extra hands off, you know? What you believe happen that make that happen?
Because each man looking down upon himself, boy, I can't, because, you know, say, boy, if anything, them will come at my gate and do so. And them not realize that if everybody, if them come at your gate, means that them come at everybody's gate, and everybody are going like ants. You know, when you step in the ants nest, all of the ants, them just gang up on you, and you have to run. Imagine, you see how small the ants them is, and you have to get up and run.
Yes. Now tell me something now. The gangster them at Jamaica, you know, them organize more than before, right?
Yes.
So them gangster with their Jamaica. Them smarter than Dudus and Zeeks and all of them, man.
No, them not smarter.
Hey, the gangster them with upon trial now at town. Them smart?
No, them not smarter than that.
If them did smart, them would have upon trial down at circuit court, you know, with the Chief Justice.
Also.
But the one them will link to the labor right now, them smarter?
No, them not smarter.
No, then if a PNP gangster get tried downtown now, PNP gangster from Spanish Town are under pressure. But the labor right gangster Spanish Town are under pressure. Then the labor right now one more smarter.
Them more kind of connected.
Them connected for the time being.
For the time
now
being.
Holness start to chat with they say him grow up a Spanish Town. A Spanish Town make him, you know. And a Spanish Town them use and make him get seat in a water house. Because his Spanish Town Siaga use and get back pan top of JLP, you know. Or when Siaga use Spanish Town and get back on top of JLP?
Back in the 90s.
Yes, when Bruce Golden and the NDM pull away from JLP, Siaga tell Bruce Golden to get up and left the seat because we want the seat. And Bruce Golden and the NDM said, no, this is not your seat. And it's not the JLP seat. It belongs to the people of Spanish Town. And them asked me to sit there. And Siaga tell him, say, when the owner for the yard come for the seat, you will know how for seat. You remember? Tell me what else you remember about that whole incident there.
Yeah, well, them was trying to kind of like do some kind of by-election thing. Where
No. Them want him run where left the seat. And that time you'd have a by-election, but him not run where left the seat. So 1997 is the next election. And him send Babsy Grange down there. Babsy Grange who?
Minister of Culture and...
No, Babsy Grange, I'm top lieutenant. When I'm best trainee, better than Massop, better than Bayer Mitchell, better than Desmond McKenzie. I see him send down there.
Okay.
And gradually, as a JLP gets stronger, and at the same 97 election, him sending a youth where he meet when I'm a 19-year-old. By this time, the youth are 25-year-old. Him send the youth in a Waterhouse in our strong PNP area. Go win a seat at 25-year-old.
Okay.
And the youth now hold the seat 25 years now. So the youth soon be 50. And him hold the seat for more than half of his life. You know who?
Andrew Holiness.
Holiness? What kind of holiness? What you call him holiness? What make you call him holiness? Eh? No, why you call him holiness?
Well, it's a mispronunciation.
No, I'm not afraid of none of them, you know. I don't afraid of none of them. So not even in a joke, I'm not call him holiness. Them start calling Prince Andrew, some journalists start calling Prince Andrew, because them a look friend of him. All right, now them and him are best friend. Because them boost him up 2011 and start calling Prince Andrew. Well, no, is that put him where him is and eventually make him turn Prime Minister of Jamaica because Siaga walk away left JLP and give Bruce Golden. And when Bruce Golden time for walk away, him tell him party says, Andrew Holness forget this. So him man 90 him forget it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
Jerry,
now.
Jerry.
Yeah?
My credit soon done.
Right, you go
let me just give a parting shot. You see the idea of Pinnacle. I never said Pinnacle. I said the idea of Pinnacle.
Yes.
I want to see that spread all over Jamaica.
Yes.
The independent community. We
Yes.
need to get that going.
Yes.
And stop joke around.
Yes.
Yes.
And one more thing, I'm going to help define it for you. Pinnacle was a cooperative.
Yes.
And is that going to save we from a whole heap of trouble? Cooperative, not communism, not socialism, cooperative.
Yes. And I want the rest of brethren them stop going like that can't happen again or that can't proliferate about the place.
No, here what now. As long as people continue to worship Leonard Howell. Because you know say how people worship Leonard Howell?
Yeah. And what I think, in addition, you have too much Rasta people just get lazy, brethren. Lazy.
No, but it's religion. A religion get them lazy, you know.
Yeah, the militancy not there again.
No, yes, it is there, but not in everybody. It's religion get them lazy, you know. Once you are spending your time worshiping Selassie, you're going to get lazy. I am a Rastafari. I do not worship Haile Selassie. And those who will worship Haile Selassie, they will get lazy because they're waiting on Selassie to come do things to them. That's why they worship Selassie, to get results. They worship Selassie to get results, not through them love no Selassie. Want Selassie results. Magic. Worshipping a next human being is a belief in magic.
Yeah. Same thing. So you know, we have to get militant and press on, Jerry. We have to go now.
Yeah, militancy is work. Not worship.
Yeah. All right, Jerry. Next time.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
phone.
Yeah, the numbers again. 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Yes, so the first form of human domination is gang. And it go on till now. But it don't must go on forever, you know. Next call. Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome.
Tell me something. Who own land in Jamaica? You're the landholder, or you own land in Jamaica? Do you know that there's no man who own land in Jamaica? He's only a landholder.
Short of that filth, please. Thank you very much. Yes, so now, when the gangsters control all the land in a country, that is called feudalism. That is what is known as feudalism, you know. When the gangsters control all the land in a country, it is called feudalism. Have a call? Next call. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Welcome.
Big up yourself, I'm a classmate.
Go ahead, please. Your radio is humbugging you, you know. Hello, are you there? Hello.
Yes, sir. Give me a second, you know. Yeah, man.
Go ahead, please.
There's a call to just say, they appreciate the way you program. I text today.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And give me more hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we can. Yes, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, as I said, maybe I go and listen as usual, see me. But because I say, you know.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. Yes, man. So when gangs are made by families, and families make gangs. And it's the original form of human control by other human beings. And when gangs control all the land in a country, you call that feudalism. Now, the rest of the people that don't have no land is only one way them can get land. The gang demands that them must come and work for the gang as soldier. That's how soldier come into being original, you know. Let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon, welcome. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, I'm there, man.
Go ahead, please.
Me turn laborer today.
Eh?
Me turn laborer. Me a trade man today. Me a laborer.
Eh? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, me give spoon in trade work.
Okay.
Yeah, so now me smarter, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember we tell them that Hitler and Stalingrad did a friend, and them.
No, you get it wrong all the while. Stalingrad is not the name of a man. Stalingrad is the name of a place.
Yeah. But the place name after him.
A name after who?
After Stalin.
Yes, Stalin, not Stalingrad. Not Stalingrad. As long as you continue to make that mistake, you're going to lose a whole heap of points.
All right, then, Bongo, teach me.
Yeah, man, Stalin. Hitler and Stalin the door.
Hitler and Stalin invade Poland and kill off the Jews.
Yeah, and share up Poland, yeah.
Yes. So that's why I tell them to let them fight it, because them are friends for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Today, man, I tune in, man. And you know what, the Coombs worth $20,000 up here yet.
Make Coombs go on, man.
Because if you tell him, you know, can company program.
Yeah, but we're not going to hold that against him. We're not hold that against him.
And like him, I threaten marry, you know.
No, him not do that, man. He can't do that, man.
To marry talk long for the program.
No, him can't do that, man. He can't do that. Not even bad breath him can't get from Murray. Murray no have no bad breath. Right. Murray no have no bad breath. Murray no have no bad breath. All right, cool. All right. We'll take our next call. Thank you very much. Next call. Good afternoon. Not there? All right. The numbers again. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Yes, so when the gangster control all the land, there's only one way for people to get land, you know. They have to join the gangster army. That is how the army is. In the feudal time, the lords who control the different big land in the country, that is the gangster, you know, the lords. You have to become a soldier of the lord to get land, or you become a farmer you become a tenant of the Lord and plant food and you give him 90% of the food and you get 10%. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Small.
How are you doing, Ms. Thompson?
And good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I was listening to the program. I just I'm going to share a little of my experience.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, because, as you know, my mother is from Warsaw.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and
yes.
my grandfather is from Wilson Run.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And I almost become a victim when I was in Warsaw. Yeah.
Oh, yes, you did tell me.
Mm-hmm. I just got mercy while me alive now, but then
you say? So a long time it a gone.
Yes, a long time. And some of them man then just draw lots and then you hear say, boy, something wrong with him, you know. And,
yes.
You know, family them come down and say, boy, you know, my brother, that, you know, something wrong. Science him, and this and that.
Yes.
You know. But if I never got mercy, I wouldn't there know.
Yeah.
You know, and I know the big dent is on me, the scar, everything, my life.
And that is from you in your 20s or your 30s?
Repeat for me, please.
That scar, you get that scar from in your 20s or your 30s?
I think I'm in my 30s.
Yes.
Because I should have recorded the year, but I know the year of when Roy Ryan did make that festival song, Send Home the Nurse and Send Home the Doctor.
Oh.
So that time I was in the hospital.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So, boy, may I tell you.
So this kind of slaughter, it might not be 5 one time, but the kind of slaughter, the male-female slaughter, and people get away with it, and the community kind of back off and allow people to do things. That have gone a long time.
Yes. So, boy, it's like going back there, you know, it's like after just force myself and tell myself, say, boy, you know, I'm still alive, and
yeah,
you know, but it's really bitter, sad and everything, you know.
Can you imagine?
Yes, because I almost lose my hand, you know. Mm-hmm.
And this is by people who used to act like say them love you.
Right. You know, we live together and usually travel farm work and, you know.
You see?
And whenever I went to him farm, he come back in St. Phil sick. And we were there helping. I never, you know, I said, boy, a friend was saying to me, leave, you know, don't stay there because I might try to put me on the guard and say, you know, tell me, say, danger, we shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But, you know, me never take heed.
Yes.
And I hold up my hand, because if I never my hand, I would have my neck.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Are your neck more flesh than yours, you know?
Right.
You know, see how gone through.
Mm-hmm. Because it was a big chop.
I tell you.
Because it's like 3 of my vein, 3 of my finger almost.
Almost 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And people stand aside most of the time. Stand aside, but usually the danger come down worse upon them when them allow that.
Mm-hmm. You know, so, boy, it's really sad, and boy, we just try to put the best out and try to just,
yeah.
You know, more time, you know, meditate, but when I feel my hand, like,
you remember everything.
Mm-hmm. You know, so, boy, The men they who love draw lots and love and then you get say boy something wrong and the mentality but them really them develop say boy them can't play with me, the thing that would draw me lots and me I go
Yes. They like when people are afraid of them, yes.
So that's medical contribution.
Well, thank you very much, dear ma'am.
Yes, all right. Thanks. I'm here listening.
Yes, ma'am. I tell you. We have our next one. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Mr. Jerry.
Wagwan.
Let's say people who worship Selassie are lazy people.
No, people who idolize other human beings. People who worship other human beings. Not only Selassie. Anybody worship a next human being as the creator of heaven and earth. Or they are lazy.
All of them lazy.
Anybody that going to listen to me good. No, let me clarify it because other people out there. Anybody that taking a next human being born out of woman and worship them and claiming that them is the creator of heaven and earth, their mind is lazy.
Their mind is lazy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you just clarify yourself now. Their mind is lazy.
Yes, and that's the worst part of you to be lazy.
Meaning they are not thinking enough.
Not they're not thinking enough. They are acting without thinking. Anybody, I'm not attacking nobody special or not attacking no religion. Human being who claiming that the next human being is the creator of heaven and earth, their mind is lazy. And they are in blindness.
And you just want to get that clarity.
Yes, man. You want to clear up, you know. You want to get that clarity about because you know, say you're clear about Selassie. You want to know if Jerry are really the worthless boy where he sound like him is.
Jerry, me not judge people by certain things, Jerry.
Yes, man, okay, but you want to get that clarity about what Jerry said. Well, just get that clear. That just, hey, Jerry opinion not Jerry opinion not important, you know. But Jerry express his opinion sometime.
All right, so other people express their opinion too.
Yes.
All right. Because me just call for you yesterday because I'm one of those who feel like see God in a different way. So all of them are some hard-working people. Everybody who see God.
No, here is now. Make I clarify again. Any human being we want to give the credit for the creation of heaven and earth and want to give it to our next human being. We're born out of woman. Their mind is lazy. And that is just Jerry's opinion. Jerry's opinion is important. But Jerry does express Jerry's opinion.
Jerry's opinion.
Yes, and that explains
no problem.
That explains why a lot of people sit down and don't do nothing. They work differently, you know. But when it comes to the work, if they liberate themselves, they will plant food, they will drive taxi, they will do all kind of things. But the work with them to do, to liberate themselves, they not do it. They will wait for Selassie to come do it.
All right. What is this word now for liberate themselves?
Liberate themselves from...
Explain that to
yes,
me.
that me I do. Liberate themselves from wait for a next human being come magically do things to them.
To come tackle Mr. Olness.
Anything where you wish. Because people will worship other human being, they also wish for the other human being come do other things to them.
All right, that means like how you don't worship human being, you have a nice plan now to get rid of the government.
Me?
Yeah.
Go over and stand up over on the government side. Because that Marie do yesterday. So you can't go do it today now. Stand up on the government side and draw it out. No, look, you me tell you for them. I coach you now. Draw it out of Jerry mouth.
You can't tell me about no way, Mr.
Yes. Go over on the government side with Marie. Maria PNP. Look out. Hey.
You can't give me
Yeah, hear me now? Maria PNP. And Marie show you that she will join with JLP. All right, tomorrow, we're going to pull the plug now. Because we're not coming for quarrel. I not look no friend with no one. Because I have brethren and sisters. So therefore, I don't look no friend. From I am born, I couldn't afford to buy a friend. I don't have enough money to buy a friend. And if friend could even buy, I wouldn't buy a friend. So now, draw it out of Jeremy. Yeah, man. Said Jerry, I got pulled down the government. The government know that long time, so I pull me come for pull them down. They know that long time before you're born. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, man, we want to get to the government, man. When I watch food, I run them out, I watch side of them, no.
Yes.
I would have afraid of bully.
Yes.
No time, yeah.
Not true.
Bully.
Exactly.
True. And the Korea attack the other day, you know, look like the Jamaican government that intimidate Korea, you know. I must say, plane a fly low over the place and man receive some threat and
yes.
So I tell you, the whole firm still not and that's how we not take side with the Jamaican government against them.
No.
Yeah,
but them to make sure. But them to make sure so them not take side with Jamaican government against we, you know, because we know that can too.
Yeah, man, we know that too, but we not see that in a current state. I can't do how me hear some Maroon them come and sister Kabu program attack over the years them have good relationship with the Jamaican government and this present colonel like you want to attack them and them not support that.
Yes,
so the man is defending right. You see me I say, to bad the grades they hand over the bus with them. No.
Yes.
That's why I said that at the world and they worship them.
Yes.
The Jamaican government fund that and all this and the whole of them. So they must sell out, you see.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So we have all the other straight there. I and I see and not, you see.
Yeah, man. Here it is now. Corey and the Maroon need we. Same like how we need them. So if them want to go and say, them can go and stay one side and go and let them not need we. Because we know we need them. Or we need...
Tomorrow we want to play the poetry for years so far I say, go let's go. You know that poetry there?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, play that tomorrow for the ice.
No, I'm not going to promise you. No, I promise you, but I hear you.
Yeah, man, bless the AI. The program so done now. You don't know.
I true, man. I true. We have more call? All right. Yes. Sister D. Ruben say, Jamaica too reactionary to everything, which is how the system set through the barrage of gun and knife violence. The people need to be more proactive, deal with people and things before, but without superstition, yes. Takelemko say, emotion run night today. First it was Neville caught and then coming down the line, Mr. Coombs get caught. All part of the up and down, yeah. Sundown 876, Jamaica. In your own community and surroundings, if you see bad things or seemingly good people with bad intention, one must not turn a blind eye. Observe and disturb if you have to. People too easy going. Mr. D. Ruben said, never stop your reasoning, Sister Marie. Most Best FM family love I. So try keep participating in the reason. Love I vibes. Not listen, not twist mouth. Little truck. Boy, Sundown SM says, mankind is not kind at all. People come out in droves after the fact, but we're that one person who could have made a difference beforehand. You see it? Al Cableland said, tell him, Jerry, I am Rastafari and I don't worship Selassie as any god. Marie Wilson said, look, sometimes addiction take time, so as of tomorrow I will be going cold turkey to kick this addiction. It will happen. I've done it before. Can't bother make people who know nothing about him. Johnny John said the only true anti-poverty program is the opening activation of the third eye, otherwise called pineal and pituitary glands, midbrain circle of Willis melanin carbon. Your garden-born concept of successful prosperity. Mr. D. Ruben said, no afraid of bully or instigators. Al Cableland said, Marie, love your sis. You're all love. Jerry's like a teacher. We're not arguing. Just teach Marie. Luke said, blessings. Yes. Sundown said, love Marie. And yet Seven said, Marie doing more for our community and society as well. Great. Yes, that's the end of the program. Thank you very much. Let's get out of here and make space and pick up the pieces with Burning Spear. Thank you very much.